Oh, oh, what the? Oh, oh, fucking hell. Come on. There we go. Now it's loading an image. Clear mountain range. Seems to be on top of a tower or lots of really regressed valley. Don't know. You'd wager I'm a cat with the amount of curiosity. Let's see if everything's still working. Why am I fucking okay. I think I'm just used to it. Well, everything seems to... Wait. I'm not sure blood's meant to be sparkly. Well, I don't feel any different, so it should be fine. My own curiosity seems to outweigh the cold sometimes. Ah, this leads down. Ah. Everything... What? Does the pack feel heavier? Hang on. Wait. They run out of juice? Hang on. Tap into the pack. A rock? Queer. I guess I should put that back. I don't know if the Eorzea, sparks have simply crystallized or something along those lines.
Yeah,
oh.
It's gonna take a second.
Yeah, it's gonna be a...
Yeah, welcome to
Oh.
Even for us, it's gonna feel weird to get used to it again. Because
nearly.
we got used to your mana.
I travel with the porter's
Ether's
mighty
fun.
doozy, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'll be downstairs.
Yeah.
Assuming I don't trip.
Yeah, cool.
Should hang on to the side just to be sure.
Yeah, we gotta go down.
God. Lots of stone, lots of wood, leather, books, papers.
Oh.
Huh.
Wait, when?
Ah. Interesting. Map of the stars, it seems.
Oh, okay.
Well. Yes. Are a little jittery, but otherwise, it's fine. Otherwise, it should be. Fuck! Dead! Oh! Okay. Glad to know me thinking's not been dulled. Fucking Jesus. And I'm able to use my own hands as a break. Though that could have ended poorly if I tried that again. Jesus. I don't know what portal rules govern this shite. But I seem to be able to do that still. So there's that. At least I don't need to worry about my legs. That is at least somewhat useful. Howdy. Apologies for causing a potential alarm.
You're fine.
Hey, I imagine that portal caused a bit of a... I don't know, whatever the heck portals do.
Well, it's a hell of a stir, I'll say that much.
God, these stairs are big. Sheesh. I don't think I could stub me toe in it much more as impact me bloody knee. Well, with the Eorzea out of order, no chance am I going to try and jump all the way down.
Yeah. Good point.
It's a bad, bad man.
Just gonna have to get used to this. Not sure why it seems like me blood's been put through a fucking carbonator. But, I'll make use of it. Doesn't seem to affect the arms none. How big is this? To be fair, I have been going rather slowly. Right. Well, there's the downwards. That looks like ground floor. Actually, wait, if it's nippy up there, then it'll likely be even nippier down there. This is what you get, Arms, when you don't pack a fucking chart before going through mysterious I guess I shouldn't be surprised I go through mysterious portals with that. There is Fight Finder. PDA tends to spawn a rift right in front of me. I'll figure that part out. Either way, let's see about getting the lay of the land. I imagine anyone smaller than me would have a right harsh time getting through these. They're nearly as tall as the fists. Or at least this way, anyway. Well, got to be careful you don't slip. Cold stones probably aren't the best in terms of grip. And my boots are meant for sand, which will work on snow, I think. Is snow just wet sand? Maybe I'm just having the engineer mind go through while I'm working on this. Yep, that's a winterland over there. Fabulous. Grand, great. Now I'm on solid ground, let's taste. Heavier than it should be, but still works fine. I can get used to it. Spine hasn't given out, at least. Yes. Let's see, how much warmth will this give me then? Not much, but it is something. Yeah, well. Perhaps I should wait for those to come on down. But odds are good there'll be a while yet. Actually, probably best to. I imagine a lone wanderer type probably isn't going to be too welcome around these parts. Fortunately, at least the transition doesn't seem to have affected the fuel supply. Oh, it would have been a nightmare if I had to drag these around. Sheesh, 150 pounds of dead weight.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
I figured I'd wait for you. I'd figured a lone wanderer probably might not be too welcome in these parts.
Hey,
Well,
Lucky.
I know someone in the ironworks who might like to know what you can do. Follow me.
Ironworks, huh?
No.
Sounds like my kind of people.
Not recently. Kane says that Ryder apparently got something. And here.
Nearly tripped on the stairs. Oh, fucking hell, it's cold.
And
Well.
you would have noticed definitely when you're up on top.
Aye. Cold air sinks. I remember that from convection. I remember that on convention logic from physics.
Yeah, follow me over this way.
Alright. You know what? This is better. At least my feet aren't in the cold snow in this regard. Ugh.
Well, kind of. More investigating.
Jesus.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Queer bird?
Yeah, that's why I brought it here. Something that you might be interested in.
Engineering type, is he? Well,
Have fun.
pleasure to make your acquaintance,
Damascus
lad.
later.
I wasn't ready. It's being affectionate.
Yeah, you do this.
Pleasure to meet you.
Apologies if
Do
I
you have
don't
a
shake,
name?
extend me hand for a shake.
That's fine.
Well, you can tell where I came from at the very least, judging by the mild, confused stare on you.
Yeah, I
Well,
can
that is
definitely put that
definitely
much
one way to
together.
invite it to
Should probably
So do
actually
you
put
have
my
a
feet
name,
on
sir,
snow.
or
Oh, sorry. Currently, my name is.
Yes.
I've been called by many folk by just Armsy.
all right, Armsy?
There are probably
Me
queerer
too.
names around here.
Somewhat. Name's Nabothgar. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Armsy Lagomorph.
Well, try to be careful with those big old arms. Last thing you want to do is accidentally break something around here. We're obviously not used to
don't
stuff
you
like
worry.
that.
Don't you worry. I've learned that lesson plenty of times. Oh, good lord.
Of course, most of the technology that actually comes through there, normally we have to replace the power source with them.
Oh,
None of them big old arms work of yours.
what, like other technologies here running on, was it alcohol, magic, fuels?
Aether. That
Aether.
most of it runs on Aether.
Right. Alright, well, this doesn't run on Aether, at least as far as I could tell anyway. This is, well, okay, a testament to my own engineering prowess, as this is built and designed myself. Ultimately powered by my own blood, as bizarre as it may seem.
I'm curious how that works.
It's like a big circulatory system. It's fed in through me back. When I checked the fuel connectors, I noticed my blood was a lot more sparkly than usual. I don't know if that's a side effect of the portal, but it doesn't seem to affect the overall manipulations, none.
Okay.
I'm not going to test the weight
Definitely seems
of
odd,
cold
but-
wood at the very least.
I would highly suggest you don't. I was like the one desk I get.
Nope.
Well,
Birds normally
Definitely
this
welcome.
Well,
I mean, it's a chocobo. Yeah, most chocobos are relatively friendly.
All right. Let me see.
A lot of
Yes.
people like to use them as mounts, riding birds.
I found a weird rock where me. Found a strange rock where me usual weight remover, shall we say, should be. A light blue crystal of sorts.
See that?
It's mine. I called
Not sure why, but the machine isn't working no more. I imagine that's the portal's doing.
Well, depending on what kind of energy and technology you actually have, some of it can change or be a bit more defunct.
Are you
Good
familiar
chance
with this?
this crystal right here?
All right.
Hmm?
Well, the easiest way to describe it would be a kind of machine that tells gravity no, so to speak. Anti-gravity, more or less.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that really here. Which is probably why that machine of yours don't work.
Hey. Not that I've had too much use for it. But it has made lifting this a mite easier, as I've learned. Now that it's gone. Oh well, I'll live.
Either way, what I would suggest is go ahead and keep this crystal here with you.
Aye.
Good suggestion's probably going to be to go ahead and put it back in, so that way whenever you go back on home, everything should go ahead and reset to how it should be.
Right, that does make sense, actually. Right, so... Any clue why the portal seems to have chosen this frozen wasteland specifically?
It's a very, very long story. There was a lot of things that happened with someone who decided to go to where you guys are from very forcibly.
Oh, hells.
So we went ahead and maintained it as best we could. This is the best alternative to it straight up imploding and probably destroying most of Eorzea.
That would be preferable, I would wager. I don't know how big the
Definitely.
Eorzea is, but...
It's our star.
Yeah, I would imagine you'd only want your star to play.
Eorzea is just our continent, right, Zilla?
Well, either way, you don't even want it breaking apart like that.
Preferably not.
Hey. Well, what do you engineering types do around here then?
What engineers typically do, I suppose? The question's
Fair
a bit
point.
vague. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I doubt you have anything like this, judging by the confused looks. But
We do.
we do. Oh, interesting.
But it runs off of Magitech. It uses Aether to power it with etheric power cells.
I've
that we
heard the
designed.
term Magitech before. I think that might just be a catch-all term for magical technology. This, however, is purely technology. The blood's technically the only magic running through it.
Okay. Don't know 100% how that works, but
Yeah. Well,
I feel a little bit
If
weird
I-
using blood as a power source. That might be something I might kind of avoid personally.
well, when I was designing this, the other fuel options weren't exactly available. Water was too bad to really use.
Me, bitch.
Alcohol was too pricey. What? Did you hear something?
Nope.
Whoever is on the link shell, could you please not?
Maybe I'm
Never
just
say
maybe my
that in my
hearing's
presence
just
again or getting a
accidentally
spray for your
enhanced.
leg.
Possibly.
Highly possible. Well, I am interested to, I suppose, an engineering exchange then.
Okay.
I tell you tell me about, we can tell each other about how our engineering works then.
All right.
Hey, because I haven't dabbled with the
I-
nature of magitech in any capacity. Frankly, I only heard the term after I had built this godforsaken thing.
Well, Magitech works the way I suppose. There were some common forms of electrical energy that were designed, but they never really hit the, I guess you could call the big usage of Magitech was basically Aether contained within a small capsule, or sometimes larger depending on the device itself, that then emits a form of energy that can naturally be used much more efficiently than most forms of electricity. We then use this as a generalized power source for most of our forms of technology. We still can use things like natural elements such as wind and stuff, or turbines and whatnot, but for the most part, Magitech's been the most streamlined way that doesn't actually negatively harm the environment as well. It's a good in-between between advancements in technology without harming the environment that we exist in.
That's actually quite amazing.
That's
Oh,
Would you believe it runs off of his blood?
oh, hi, quite the conversation starter, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's.
Aye.
Is it weird that I kind of want to say that's. It is interesting, but it's. I feel like because of Garlemald, that's not an uncommon concept.
Garlemald a more modern state then.
I would say, from what we.
From that laugh, I'd wager a not as
Bottle of tea.
recent then.
Oh, that's handy. Thank you. I would
Mm-hmm.
say they're kind of the opposite from us. We do rely on some technology, but our own aether is more productive, where over there
Right.
they very rarely have magics.
Don't you
So
worry,
they
I
rely
am.
on
Don't you worry, I'm not lost in the dark or anything.
Oh, good.
Aye.
Got yourself a little workshop, and that one's
Yeah.
sleepy over there.
We need to get a bed set up back here specifically for her. It's where she likes to stay. At least while I'm working here.
So Garlemald presumably was more mechanized and like Eorzea then. Assuming they're different.
much
They were
local
very,
continents.
very good at making advancements in technology by stealing it from others.
I know that feeling.
Well, what about ceruleum?
Ceruleum?
That was only found.
Mine's throwing a blank.
Ceruleum,
Ceruleum
the fuel
was
that
found
they
by the
use.
Garleans up in
The fuel.
Garlemald.
Not
I'm
that
sure
their
they stole it
technology makes
somewhere.
use of it.
A fuel source,
I'm sure they stole it
perhaps.
somewhere.
Funnily enough, it was discovered and utilized in their first sets of Magitech by a one, what's his name? Galvus Solus, if memory serves me correctly.
Solus, yep.
The one who became the
Wasn't that
emperor
the-
of the
I see,
That
I
was the
see.
emperor. Or
Oh,
What?
he became the emperor.
I
That's right, because-
don't look now, lass.
Yep.
I'd almost forgot that detail.
Been a bit since I told you that one.
Hello.
Also, hi,
I
Nate.
just came back from the other SAR and I got introduced with a thing called gummy worm. Would you like to have one?
What?
Anyways, I came to say hello.
Sure.
Candy worms?
Good to see you, Esther.
Hope your
Pulls out the bag.
trip was
Puts down a gummy worm.
safe and
Hmm.
a pleasant one.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to use
I
this
didn't
for
get
something?
anything
or
on
what?
my end, but
No, you eat it.
apparently
It's a candy.
there's a few of us that have gotten some interesting pieces of information,
Yeah.
and we need to talk about it.
I see.
Not bad.
Atlas, I hope you're doing alright.
I might start ordering
this
some for
Tea
everybody.
that Bella's making has been helping with.
At least not.
I guess I shouldn't even be surprised if I'm a bit of a head turner.
Oh,
Hey, Aki.
my friends then.
Trust me, I dare not do that with these fists.
Hey, would any of you be interested in an investigation job? A little bit of recon.
You lot
so
likely
we're
know
at
this place better than I.
I'm going.
Actually, it's in this area, funnily enough.
Only got a cursory look at the land.
Who are you, sir?
Man, actually. I am one of the new arrivals. Hello.
More and more.
Like me, eh?
Is that
Male.
is
I
your
know
name,
the
ma'am?
armors. No,
Ma'am,
Iris is my name.
ma'am! Oh, fuck! Sorry, the armor. Goddamn. Wow.
Sorry.
My
Yes,
bad.
I was about to
Five
say
to
the
12.
armor.
I'm
is
sorry.
complete.
Understood. Well, that's a suit of armor that actually probably does its goddamn job. So I respect that. All right.
What her name?
What?
Well, so you're gonna want to talk to Bella then, because I basically gave her leadership for it. But just up the way, slightly up the actual mountainside, there is a lumber mill, which I was recently given a report saying, hey, we need to have recon information for the whole area. Obviously, it's just cleanup duty because of all the craziness that was happening. Unfortunately, I have a report here saying that that place is abandoned, but I have no information of why.
Really? Previously, it was owned by a gentleman who was close friends and companions with the head of the carpentry guild in Gridania. Visited him once or twice, looking for some assistance
Unfortunately,
and
for
guidance, but
a couple of months now, it's been abandoned. We just don't have information why.
Fascinating.
So, it's probably nothing. Maybe just some weather, maybe just bandits, probably something simple, but I need some people up there who can put eyes on. So, I gave Bella a lead for it. She was supposed to go look for some people. She might have already started. I'd say if any of you are interested, there'll be Gil.
Well, she's over in
Presumably
the
Gil's a
archway.
currency.
You can go and ask.
Yes, Gil would be our currency.
Makes sense.
Delay the land.
Also, they
I'm interested,
are you new to
frankly.
Corvus?
At least an excuse to
wouldn't
actually
happen to
warm
have
me
maybe
body a bit.
Just arrived.
Some tinkering.
Probably be a good idea.
Do you?
Fine.
Tinkering jobs, give me just a sec.
And follow the lasses then.
Yes, the bar is just over the way. They can show you.
Alright.
Oh, you wouldn't like that one.
Right.
Well, currently,
Sorry for interrupting, lasses.
where to start?
You
Yes.
planning to join with Bella on this then?
Well, it seems like they may have enough help as it is. Too many individuals. It is concerning. The
Oh, a
gentleman
lumber
that
mill
lived there was
abandoned for
a very
months
kind
in
one.
this godforsaken weather.
Godforsaken? Oh, this is actually quite pleasant. What do you mean?
Can feel me blood freezing, I feel.
More pleasant than it was
Sheesh.
before all of... Well, that. Regardless, this area is known as Corvus. Specifically,
How the hell is
this
she not
is
freezing?
the central region of Corvus. The further south you'll head towards the Black Shroud, where the city-state of Gridania can be found. The nearest city-state here is actually just to the northwest, Ishgard, one of the larger capitals here.
I see.
Aside from that, you currently find yourself on the continent of Eorzea.
I see.
To be honest with you, when I stepped through the portal, I expected to be in another war-torn world. And not greeted
This world has seen
silly.
its fair
Well,
of
I mean,
wars.
as in, like,
Torn.
constant war. The moment I stepped through, it was already bloodshed happening and
Oh.
armies marching against each other.
Oh, that's why you got to be careful when going through rifts.
If anything, actually, most of the nations have found themselves recently aligned, you could say. There was a bit of a catastrophe that occurred recently. called
Enemy
the
on my
Final
enemy and
Days.
such.
Not quite, sort of. The details are a bit scant for me, unfortunately. I was not, we'll say not available.
I know even less, frankly. I can't be.
I would expect
Well,
so.
curiosity is natural.
Regardless, if you find yourself in need of food or a place to stay, try to find someone from the Adventurers Guild. If you're willing to help out with things, which many city-states do have small odd jobs
Transgressed a fantasy.
needing done, they're willing to pay gil. I don't know what sort of currencies or available in wherever you come from, but
Yeah,
here
can
we
be.
use gil.
I see.
Small bronze.
Victor gave me a coin.
Ah, yes, small brass coins.
I'm no stranger for effort.
Relatively valuable. You can buy yourself a bit of food if need be. And the Adventurers Guild does offer places to stay for adventurers who are needing somewhere to go. At least in the nearest city-states. The farther away you get from the city-states, the more you're on your own.
Makes sense. More you're traipsing into the wilderness and all.
I guess
Can't
I
blame
think I
that
should
kind of
find a
thing.
spell. I heard there was gil to acquire
Right here.
for this?
Effort for effort or effort for currency, I can do just fine.
This is Miss Bella. If you wish to speak with her and perhaps
Greetings.
assist in her work, I'm certain a share of the gil for this job would be available.
Currently,
Sure, we
my
can do
eyes
that.
still seem to be not prone to blurriness or getting snow in them, so I can at least work as a good pair.
Just know if we do find some kind of creature out there, you'll be kind of left to your own devices until you can get your jobs done.
That's fine.
I'm certain with equipment like that, you must at least know
More
something.
rocks.
Surely. And as for jobstones, I
Well-
mean, people have used them and gone without them for quite some time.
At the very least, I have me metallic 1-2s at the very least.
I forgot my jobstone for at least. Oh God. Never
You
mind,
forgot
I'll talk
it?
about that.
How did you manage to forget it?
I mean, I've been told to look for this paladin job, so.
I mean, I didn't.
I haven't been told anything about that.
I see. Well, then you're going to need to travel far south.
Yeah.
The Paladins Guild can be found in the city-state of Uldar, which is far south in the deserts.
Deserts, huh?
Alright, so
Very well.
Bull is
That
actively
does
coming.
sound more me cup of speed.
You.
Alright, keep an
well,
eye out on things, I suppose.
Gonna
Is
go
the
check
white
on
horned
abandoned
lass
logging mill.
normally this-
Apparently, it was just abandoned upright, and there might be stuff they have to gather.
Yeah, she's like that.
I heard from Nib.
Hyped up on sugar.
I could see
Yeah.
about
Yeah, they gave her.
Yeah, those gummy worms are kind of disgusting. They are way too sweet.
Very sweet.
alright.
Yeah.
oh, candy worms, huh? Yeah, that's the sound of mischief right
Is that
there.
okay?
No.
So I won't, but if she does come by and she asks for it,
Braver man than I lying down in the snow.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
she'll
if
probably get her
everyone's ready
hands
to
on it
go, we can head off
eventually,
now.
Sure thing.
Alright.
Let's go.
Sure thing.
Better
I'm
get
not
this
sure
done
how
here
the
now.
metal will handle this weather,
May as well.
but it should be fine.
To your left, you'll see
Yeah.
snow. To your right, you'll see more snow.
I may be in a
We
new
do
land
need
and
to,
all, but I shouldn't be
speak of a few
worrying so
things from the
much.
other
I'll be
side.
right.
Trust me.
Very well.
Up
I suppose,
there, you
we
say?
Keep an eye on them, try to help them where we can.
Right.
Somewhere up in that direction. I think I know where it is.
You were saying lumber mill, so presumably looking for wooden housing.
Got some interesting pieces of information.
I would assume.
Hey,
And right all work together.
Guess I'm showing the new guys.
right. I can do that.
The Paladin Guild you were saying was located south, correct? Desert?
Hmm.
Will do. Thanks.
Is that Ina?
So I don't forget.
I think.
I do see a silhouette in the
we would have
snow,
to have
yes.
someone else. I'm new here as well.
The gremlin.
Come on.
Oh, this feels slower. Hang on. Yeah. At the very least, this keeps my mind off of the fact that I'm pretty sure my blood's freezing,
The carpentry
but
guild
that's
in
fine.
Gudonia.
I doubt it is, but it sure as hell feels like it.
My apprentice there, I did come here to seek some advice on more than one occasion.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, depending on how things have been recently.
That's an awning up there.
Oh.
Could see an awning up to our left. Ah, that's a chimney. That should be our, that should be what we're looking for then.
Yep.
I would assume so.
Yes. That's correct.
Still right glad these arms
We can
work.
keep watch, make
Lord
sure
knows I don't want to haul
there's
150
any
pounds of dead weight.
area. We look around, especially since we have some individuals here who perhaps
And if
not.
we were in Garlean, that may be a bit of a different story. Told there might just freeze your gear solid.
Yeah.
Possible. I'm assuming Garlemald is even further north than this, then.
Yeah,
Actually,
northeast.
Northeast.
More than east.
I guess
Yes.
Lot
the
further
area
north.
needs
East
to
by
go
There's a
to
land
northeast,
bridge
then.
that connects
North?
Eorzea
Hmm.
I believe in Alameda,
You're
somewhere
gonna
to
go
far north of
north and
Alameda.
west.
Oh boy.
You're
remember
just
that.
lobbing
But I
nation
can-
names at me, lass.
He and I will take you there.
I mean, they'll
Sorry?
stick eventually.
You're just lobbing nation names at me, lass. I'm just gonna smile and nod.
Very fair. If you find yourself confused, I'm sure myself or any of the others would be welcome.
Wood looks tied up.
Oh, this place. I forgot this place
Obliging
existed.
explanation.
Yeah, it's been a bit since we have been up here.
Last time
Take
it was
a
with
look
the fat
around, see
chocobo.
if you can figure out why the people abandoned this place. I'm gonna take a look inside to see if I can't find any notes.
Alright.
Aside from the fact that the house seems to be just made of stone and not much else.
Could be definitely one of them.
Most buildings here are made of stone, you'll find.
Yeah, fair enough. Woodsman's
Stone or
axe,
wood. Occasionally
lockbox
metal.
of sorts,
Reinforce things.
oddly neatly arranged wood for a place abandoned. Ooh.
Maybe in a hurry, if you would. Otherwise.
Possible. If the house is in a bit more of a state of disarray than this, then that would explain things.
It's also possible that someone from Camp Dragonhead, just up the hill, may have come by to give him a warning.
Aye.
He and anyone else who was staying here. I believe there might have been a few others who came here to help out.
I shouldn't be
Working
too
with
surprised this
apprenticing, if you
platform's
would.
able to handle me weight. It's able to handle all the logs.
Oh, certainly.
Might heavier than the average Lagomorph here.
That is
At the very
a word I
least.
am not familiar with.
Most people tend to refer to it as simply rabbits. That kind of name, it just seems kind of demeaning to me and me kind.
Actually, yeah, no, you'll find that's a common trait here as well. My kin, we prefer not to be referred to as a rabbit.
Or little Boney. That kind of garbage.
Considering most of our kin tend to tower over anyone who is, well, most others.
Fair enough.
Calling us little is not just demeaning, it's just outright wrong.
Just flat out incorrect. Even standing on me hands, you're taller.
Yes.
Well, let's see what they dug up, if anything.
Yes. Wondering.
Only untied logs are uncut.
All inside.
Actually, yeah, they
There's
taking a
another
bit.
Path. Oh. I was actually just wondering.
Oh, there they are.
I was wondering where you all had gone. I saw this path and figured it might be worth taking a look. Well, I can come up with several reasons as to why it was probably abandoned. However,
Oh, yeah.
so far I haven't seen any evidence as to any sort of disturbance. If anything, things seem relatively peaceful, calm, if you will.
Yeah. I think so.
It's not a
You were
far
just
cry
looking
to
in
imagine
the
that
little crevice.
possibly someone from Camp Dragonhead came to give him a warning as to the goings
Aye,
on.
presumably before
Especially they
whatever
don't have a
happened to
lot.
cause the
The
rift.
past couple of months, so
Hmm.
that probably is one of the
Maybe
reasons.
staying somewhere else, waiting to see if it's safe.
Yeah. You want to have a quick look
Must
back
not
up there again?
want to.
Do you already look inside the house?
I suppose I actually don't know what's up here. Never actually been this far.
Nothing
up.
really. It's
but
Usually
dead
stayed
end,
down
but
here to
something
speak
could
with
be
man.
covered in the snow.
Fine, why not? More pairs of eyes on a thing may reveal something new.
Master, you feel a tick against your foot.
Hmm?
See
You okay?
binoculars. at
Glass?
your feet, covered in snow.
Yeah.
There's
Hmm.
binoculars here.
Binoculars.
Oh.
Here, maybe help me dig in the area, would you?
Sure.
I'm on an excavator. At least with these things, if you
would like
wish.
to use those rather large hands, just be cautious. Trying to just
Aye,
brush
I'll
it
be
away,
as
not,
careful as I can be. If I come
just in
across
case
anything that
there's
isn't
someone
snow, I'll
or
stop.
something somewhere here under all the snow.
Mm-hmm. I don't seem to see anything yet.
Hmm.
Not seeing anything.
Someone climbed up and over the cliff here.
Yeah. Signs,
Perhaps
tracks.
I found binoculars.
Yeah, climbing tools.
Possibly a scouting
Let's
force
see.
then.
We found a set of goggles down here. Looked discarded, and I'm not finding much of anything else among the snow.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't find
Nothing else, at
anything
least
from
in
all the
this
snow I
vicinity.
disturbed. Odds are good from those 3 pieces, then it might be a scouting party.
Huh. Guys find anything?
I can climb my way up. If you really want me to.
Binoculars.
Goggles.
I'm pretty sure me hands could find purchase in the rock, forcefully if necessary, but...
I can't tell if they're covered in ice and snow.
True.
Yeah,
Master, do you want me to try and go up there?
might be worth a look.
Right,
Give me
you
a
all.
hand.
I can try and throw you.
True.
Throwing someone up there might be dangerous. If there's any snow or ice, they're liable to fall back down. Better to be safe.
Yeah.
Aye, makes sense.
Alright. Let's,
It's the same kind of thing when scaling cliffs in deserts, if I recall. Because snow is kind of just wet sand in a sense.
Maybe
Give me a minute, this is
that
gonna be
is. Oh,
Ready?
yeah. I don't know that lifting them is going to give them much of a boost.
Aye, there looks to be quite a bit of lift.
backwards pretty good, so.
I'm not gonna attempt to throw you. Odds are good I'll probably accidentally blatch you straight into the cliff face.
2. I'm just gonna no flip straight up. So. Do it.
Whoa.
I could. Yeah, no.
All right.
Ow.
Anything?
Nothing that I see.
That's fair.
All right.
Well, you've got plenty of snow to break your fall at least.
Oh, this is a rock. I don't think you want to fall on this.
Yeah.
We could take sweep the snow off of this to create a big pile at least.
Well, that or they can come down around this side, and at least the jump here is.
Ah,
also
true.
Oh, yeah.
high.
Definitely.
we could have just thrown
But-
him there and
Hmm.
then easily scaled
The
up
tracks I can understand, but why leave tools?
Tools?
Uh, These are
Wait, was there tools somewhere around here?
The binoculars, the goggles.
Oh, I mean, they could have just
May
dropped
have
that one.
fallen off or dropped, which likely means they were in a hurry.
Yes.
I don't think
What?
this is just a simple case of a missing disappearance. Somebody needs to get me up there now. I think Sarai might need some help.
Hmm. Well, I could try.
I'll help with this.
All right.
I was about to say, I do have quite a bit of lift.
All right.
But you're already up to it, so...
No!
Uh-oh. Use no
Are safe?
There you go.
Hmm.
Could be as heavy as me. I mean, you were pretty light that one time.
Is Artemis up there?
Shut.
Glasses.
That was not me, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to recount that.
I mean, normally in my lands, I believe these
Q
arms are
turned me to a
graded for
longbow
lifting
for a
anything
joke.
short of a mech.
Because they did something that they shouldn't have done.
Assuming Garlemald is scientifically advanced enough to use mix, or was, judging from Nib's laughter about it.
Garlemald likes to use a lot of magic items, so...
Together,
Hmm,
and then it was
magic
me,
mix,
because
then.
I pinched the back of Miki's neck, and she got mad.
Magitek, man.
And I
Which
suffered
reminds
the
me-
consequences.
Yes,
Which reminds me, don't do that to me.
I won't. I was just curious if it would work, and apparently it works. And I didn't think it would.
Look, if any of you lasses want to lift up, these arms could
Intrusive
support
thoughts
quite
got
a
the
bit
better
of
of me.
weight. So at the very least, I could get you
I'm sure.
pretty
What about
high before you
your
even need to
legs?
jump.
Your legs have to
Oh yeah.
support the arms.
I've been used to carrying this
And
for
our weight.
about a year before even coming here, or venturing into the wider spaces of the lands.
They've been up there for a bit.
Hmm. Odds are good they may never need a
Anything?
set of eyes, or they're in
Hello?
trouble.
Do you guys want to send more people up there?
We should be
Perhaps.
careful how many people we send, but who wants to go?
We can only send one
What
more.
about you?
I mean, I can do it, I guess.
Three's a
It's
good
up
set
there.
of party.
I'm here with medical supplies, so if any of you get hurt,
Okay,
have someone.
one.
Unfortunately, didn't pack anything with me. If it works, it works.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think they made it. Yep. They made it.
Is everything okay
Right.
up there, though?
Yeah, they seem fine. They're looking around.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get them.
Well, feel free to help them.
situation.
We'll wait down here, I suppose.
Right.
My concern is that there's a lot of activity. It looks recent from the climbing gear.
Hmm.
Sorry?
If you look at the walls, there's more than just here that's been used for climbing gear. Lot of recent activity.
Hmm. Perhaps,
And the
but
only thing
according
I've
to this,
noticed is
but if I recall
marks from
correctly,
what
the
appears to be
mill's been
climbing
abandoned for
equipment,
more than a
concentric
few weeks.
marks upside. Size of a
Hmm.
person.
The question is, how old are these equipment?
What do you mean?
Well, over time, these equipments tend to
The
lose...
goggles, or? Well, this is
No.
all we found.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, pair of seeing
As for
goggles,
the
binoculars.
equipment, I mean, by the looks of it, they made to the top.
Very interesting findings.
Actually, I'm gonna do that.
All right. I imagine you're hauling them down to us then.
Where is the deepest?
Careful. Here.
I mean, we could just.
Maybe
Well,
come
here-
down
Just
this
grab one of
way.
ya.
If you can come this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I can do this.
Just be careful of the snow. It looks like it could crumble at any moment. It's rather thick there.
Aye.
Alright, I'm gonna jump.
I won't be a pleasant catch.
Yeah. Ooh. Alright.
Aye, the other lasses are a more a pleasant catch for people falling in these.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to see
Could
much else
imagine.
here. Let's head on back down to the town.
But hey, good set of
Exactly did you three
exogauntlets.
find up there?
Bandit camp.
With
Huh.
tally marks on the wall, and was
Wait,
that
an
a
abandoned camp or
Abandoned.
bandit? Oh,
It's been abandoned for some time, at least a week, if not more.
Maybe about roughly the same time as the logging camp.
The clay marks on the... up here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's tally marks, and then you found a wristband. Was it?
Tallies.
Armband.
Ah,
Armband that
hells.
had Limsa Lominza symbol, like
Pulls
logo
out the
symbol
armband.
with a
The symbol
sword
of
through it.
Limsa with a sword through it.
Yep.
Wait a
Mistral?
minute.
Maybe?
What?
Eh? A gang of sorts?
Why would there be something like this
I
all the
don't
way
know.
here, though? Limsa is
That's what
quite
I'm
far
wondering.
south.
If that's the case, then it's likely these bandits are operating outside
My
of jurisdiction.
hypothesis? The goggles we found. Might as well hold on to them. This is your investigation, after all.
Yeah.
My theory is that whoever these bandits were here for the man at the logging camp, whoever he was, and in turn...
An arrow just got shot at my foot.
Oh, so...
What?
Shit.
Oh, bollocks.
Which direction?
Dragono, which direction?
Don't know, but it has a letter attached to the arrow.
Huh. A message for us, then.
May I?
That's probably an Eorzea. I don't know if you can read that.
No.
Am I in the thing? Am I in the cliff line?
It simply says, "Stop looking, go home."
What does it say?
Someone's not happy. Stop looking and go home.
That sounds like banditry.
Wonderful threats.
It's a warning, sir. Put your shield down.
It's a warning, alright.
So they're trying to warn us,
See,
either
that's the
thinking
fun
that we're stumbling too deep, or probably wanted to make sure their hides don't get cut to ribbons.
Or both.
I mean, look, all you look like you can handle yourself just fine.
Esso. Hi. Question. Could she gauge where the arrow was shot from?
Considering it was not shot at you, unfortunately, not really. It was already pulled out of the ground and the snow's already been shuffled.
Fair enough.
Right.
Let's head back down to the camp. Report
Now I
what we
have
found
a
to Neb.
now I have a psychological chill going around me alongside the regular.
Waiting to...
Perhaps somewhere further up the mountain they may have made another
I
camp.
have been able to since I was standing technically right next to them.
Listen, at this time, we don't know what their deal is. We came to check out the camp, and that was it. If this does become something formal, then we'll probably be brought up to it again.
It
But right now, we figured out what the hell's going on for the most
out of
part.
the clouds. It was fired a great distance from here.
Arrows
No
are
point in
unlikely to
risking
pierce
ourselves
metal.
trudging up a mountain and getting hurt for no reason.
It would have been within these
Especially chasing after shadows.
It'd be better to have proper equipment regardless.
Shadows on a mountain, more or less.
So it would have been.
Yes.
My little...
Alright.
Be hiding somewhere.
Let's head back and report what we found then.
Probably.
I don't think any eyes are staring at us on the cliff line, but probably best not to stay in their sights.
Well, whoever shot the arrow must have been a great shot, because I was standing next to them when it landed, and it seemed like it was fired from, like, over here. But not this close, of course.
It's probably something yards away, so...
Or it was fired from above, from the Sky Islands.
Sky Islands?
You have Sky Islands?
Yeah.
Sky
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Floating land?
Sea of Clouds.
Yeah, it's called Sea of Clouds.
Sea of Clouds actually sounds like an excellent name for a cloud lining. Well, I doubt arrows would be able to pierce this metal. Though,
The arrow itself, probably not, but a competent bard could probably do it.
That's interesting. So we're definitely onto something.
Well,
Somebody was here, and I'm guessing they were hiding from somebody else.
That would be
Taking
my
a job.
maybe thinking we're
Taking a
hired
lumberer
goons.
in Corthus would be anonymous enough. Actually, now that I think about it, the reports I'm hearing out of Damascus is a bit frightening.
What's going over in Damascus?
Essentially a cold war and a house over there, vying for the seat of the head of the house. Yes.
That's better.
From what I can hear, apparently 2 of the brothers have stopped bickering and are looking for the third who's been named the successor.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right then.
Throne problems then.
Very much so. I don't know if this has any relations, but given the time that's elapsed since the disappearance and all this going down, I don't think it's any coincidence at the very least.
We're on
I
the
have a few
opposite sides of
people
the
over-
world for that to happen anyway, so...
Last I heard, they were looking east, towards us.
You mean west?
Or... I was told east, I think, so yes.
I was gonna say, as far as I know, north is that way, so...
I was gonna say, if you're going east from Damascus, you're hitting Kugane, Hingashi, and then you're hitting...
Yeah.
You're hitting Charlian.
Huh? What?
Don't worry about it.
Places.
Presumably a different continent.
But still,
At this point, I'm just using one of the metal hands as a very
related in
inefficient
some form or
sweater.
way. And if people are still watching this place even a week later, then well,
There must be something
there's
to
still
it.
something here that they want to find.
Yeah.
Possibly.
There has to be something to this place. If they wanted the wood, they would have taken it.
They didn't take the wood.
Exactly. Even the
send
tools
some-
are left
send some
alone. There's a
people up to
lockbox
gather
that's
it later.
unopened.
Maybe they just wanted information from the person there. Usually those that live here the longest know
Do we
something.
even know who lived there? That's the thing.
Asta said it was a carpenter.
That would stand to reason.
Trying to recall his name.
A fairly benign job, especially if somebody is looking to hide.
Yeah.
That armband.
Hmm.
Something from limbs are a bit out of place here.
Or Limsa-based
Far away.
game.
Well, someone limbs is pretty distant from here then.
I was gonna say, yeah, we should probably ask Atlas.
Yeah, he's a pirate. He
Let
might
me go
know
find him.
something.
I'm gonna
Here
go
are a
find him.
lot
and
of
I'll bring
names.
him
There are
over.
some that are rather
more familiar
innocuous,
than
some that are rather
most of us would be.
ominous.
Yeah, especially since he's actually a pirate.
This isn't the pirate mark of Limsa. This is something different.
I mean, he might know
Names
something
are
about it,
pirates,
like heard
okay.
something through like trading.
Not saying he doesn't, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's best to be cautious.
Where is he gone?
Howdy,
He's
lass.
probably taking a commission at the moment.
Yeah.
It's because someone is here for engineering.
Oh.
When we see him, we'll
New
tell him.
dude.
Another engineer, eh?
Okay. Hey, there you are.
Yeah, let's.
Oh.
This question for you: how knowledgeable are you on Limsa gangs?
God, if I knew I'd go here, I'd have packed a sweater or a shirt or something.
Cool. Right. What do you know of one that has a symbol of Limsa with a sword through it?
Yeah.
Hands an armband with that exact symbol.
You got a great small blanket both of you. For medical reasons, but
You didn't need to, lass, but fair enough, thank
You
you.
are correct. I don't think that's the symbol for the pirates.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, I know.
That was a good thing to look out for
What are
anyone.
you doing
Anyone
here?
in need.
medical officers, what they do.
Yeah, I was
There.
talking to him about it, and he wanted to come
Makeshift scarf, at least.
I don't know. I'm going to.
over. I sparred this guy up
believe
more than once.
it is. I'm going to say it's called the Blades.
Good to see you.
Probably that.
Good to see you too.
If anything, so
Hmm.
you have to look around for one of
thankfully
those
I
ships
can't
that
do
has
that.
the insignia on there. Also,
Another engineering type, eh?
Yeah, I don't want to get hit with that again.
Somewhere like
Did you do your paperwork?
Yeah, it was quite easy, quite quick.
hills.
There's
Yeah,
an
it's
abandoned
pretty nice.
bandit
For
camp all the way up
newer
above the
people.
lumber.
It took me
the
3
abandoned lumber
hours
mill.
for mine,
I
but
see, I
because a lot of
That
people
farm
from
band
working
and then
around.
their supplies.
Oh boy.
And then shortly thereafter, we
It's
reviewed
still
this.
clear a whole lot of
I gotta
this.
talk to someone about machinists.
Something
Ena's
says,
a machinist.
Have you met Ina?
go home.
Yeah.
No, I am still meeting new people. Hi.
Well, I've been told an engineering type role did. I'm assuming you're
Yes, I'm gonna give her half of a
Say again?
There we go.
Are you one of the new engineering type?
With a simple carpenter.
New engineering? I wouldn't say that yet. I still have to figure out what this world is like before I can properly say what I am at this rate.
You make a valid
I think
argument, because I do need to figure that part out.
Do you want me to come would be my guess.
I keep hearing a lot of terms. I don't even know what a job truly is.
That's what I'm about to find out as well. My mentor had one.
At the very least, you're better dressed for the environment than I.
I would not say that.
Yeah, but why would they
Maybe my fur makes us even in this regard.
Is the question.
Neb is back.
Yeah.
Nib's back in his stool if you want to relay the news.
If anything, you might have to do a bit more investigating. You might see what supplies are running or get the name of the person
What a dramatic part.
associated with whoever's being.
I think
I don't remember his
bigger-
name exactly. He was an old friend of the head of the carpentry guild.
Basically, they jump really high into the sky.
Well, there's a bigger
with a
problem
spear,
here than just
someone
that.
with a
The
dragon
general I
spear
found
going
notes a
down.
sense of anxiety for this man and being watched. He summed it up to the animals of the local area, but I don't think he
Evidently,
was
the eyes
working
are a
with
lot
whoever
more
these bandits
precise.
were.
Very agile.
No.
The feeling of being
There was also
different coming from an animal.
there was also tally marks on the cliffside where we found the camp.
Tally marks are never good.
That's the blades of the sea for you. They usually leave tally marks.
What?
Decent gang name, at least.
And fetch me a cheesy bacon!
But tally marks is it?
What?
How high can they jump?
What do you mean a bacon cheese?
If you want to take him to the spot, go ahead and take him, but be careful. Who knows who's still watching that
Atlas.
Atlas, you might want to move.
Move.
Oh, hells.
Oh, no,
Whoa.
Somewhat similar to Riders, but
I can
Jeez.
Terrible performance. I voted a 5 out of
take a
10.
look up there.
You need
I
to
can be sneaky. I can use my rogue abilities. Won't see me.
look. You need to go.
There's not much else left up there, but what we did find
Oh,
was there
and
were
there she
climbing
goes.
tool marks from the
I'm
dead end
I'm
path leading
assuming
to the
that's
cliff
the
above.
ability here.
That's where we found the abandoned. That's where I found the
Oh,
abandoned
hells.
camp, and
Whoa.
the tally marks on the cliffside, and the armband was inside the abandoned supplies.
Normal sense.
Yeah. You
don't have to be a treasure up there.
Rather deft handiwork for only one
I
arm.
don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
All we know is it's right next to the because they were using climbing tools to climb up
Yeah,
the
Astor, it's
cliffside.
definitely good to see you. Man, what a crazy time I've had so far in the last week.
That's what I'm doing. But we also did find some.
Yeah.
We did also find some goggles.
Oh yeah, we found
I've been on the other side. And,
Come on, we should just go talk to
Ah,
them.
so you travel from here into the rift.
Ryder.
Then eventually you had to.
Yeah, good to see you. We need to talk later.
Spar with your mentor.
I don't recall seeing him.
Eventually,
Definitely looks like I'll have
I
to
would
remember.
want to use my prosthetic, but it's like a clip-on
Do not
type
intend to make
prosthetic.
myself particularly at home on the other side. I have a home here.
more like
That's
soon,
understandable,
after
Astor, no
dark
worries.
society and the truly dark
What,
night.
are you thinking of making a home on the other side?
I mean,
the other side is my home, just like this place is my home too.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That you were
Well.
originally from here.
I don't know how long I've been here. Watch it stop working, damn it.
It's vice versa. I was originally from the other place, then I came to a terrace. Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just fucking said.
Oh, whoops.
So you're not from around here. Fair enough.
What happens when I don't have
That
cheesy
makes
bacon?
us in common then.
Yeah, it's an axolotl.
It was just a light tap on the head.
So what are you doing?
Oh. We don't worry about
Stop
it.
lifting everywhere! Stop dragoon leaping by the 12! Stay on the ground!
I mean, I could lift
Just
at the
use
very
your
least.
stick to balance on. Fuck you!
What, you using your spear like a pogo stick?
No.
Just going
No,
boing,
that's what most dragoons do.
That would be funny, but there's a pointy side at the end, and I don't think I want to accidentally stab someone.
Well, you use the not pointy part, you know.
I mean, technically, there's a little pointy part in the end.
Not really anywhere for our feet to be either.
And that'd land on your feet like most do.
Fair enough.
You have those.
Not really a cross guard for
I
our
can
feet
use
to
my tail
plant
to wrap
onto, like
around
next
too,
to the
like put my,
actual spear.
like have this type of position, my feet on top of the pole, and then my tail wrapped around.
Don't introduce new drinks to people they might not be able to take.
What the? Skittles?
What you're gonna want
What the fuck are you doing here, mate?
Pot.
More in depth.
Nice rape, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, thank you. They are quite the conversation piece.
Oh my ear.
Alright.
People have told you time and again, Skittles, to be careful with that damn thing. You blatted me in the... I still remember you blatted me in the face a couple times with that cry. Whatever.
Who can get you started?
I'll let him know
It's
when
gonna be
we
a little bit
found
of a
if you all want to
process,
go
and
and
you're gonna have to
figure out
learn
what
how
the
to use
hell's
weapons
doing.
that something tells me is maybe a
I'm
little
actually very
bit
comfortable
more
here, so I'm gonna
advanced,
wait.
a little bit less
Is there a
advanced than what
bar
you're used to.
I could at least
But,
warm
if
me
the weapon
belly
works,
with?
I don't need to
Last
be
building
advanced, as long
on
as
the
I
right
can
side
learn
if you're heading
function.
out of town that
I
way.
want to learn and take
Thank you
the
kindly.
Definitely. If you stop on by a trainer there, they should be able to.
Thank you kindly. I am always willing for effort and all. Balance of work, I suppose. What the hell is Skittles doing here? Sheesh.
Could not say.
Queer little Axie.
This here
The bug is
is.
what thing? Oh, yeah, that is.
Armsy, pleasure.
What that is, but it looks really
Oh.
cool.
Hello. Don't worry, I'm as careful with them as I can be.
Phelan, Phelan Eldar.
Ryder is shoving someone off.
I'm guessing you came from the other side as well.
Hey. Hey. And judging from what I've heard so far, I imagine the Drama King likely I at least have that in common with him. Who? You know who.
Destination safely. Yes.
What? Mr. Drama Queen. Sheesh. He's excitable, isn't he?
Wait, that's your kid?
Oh shit, it's your kid.
Dad.
Already.
Calm the fuck down! Oh, you're
That's
like
gonna mind
mom!
What rider?
I mean, we know he has a
Ryder,
wife
that's
because he won't
his
stop talking about how he misses her.
Ryder.
Why are you shaking? Put him down!
Calm the hells down, Jesus.
He's always shaking me.
Why is everyone picking each other up and shaking each other?
Jesus
This
Christ.
group of individuals.
Right, Aster is.
Because he's always done that. He's always done that to me.
We were
So it's okay.
there, Ryder.
Feeling different.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, you.
Well, he's always done that to me.
How soon you forget?
How long has this nonsense been going on? Because I definitely feel like I've missed a millennia's
Since I
worth
got
of
here.
knowledge.
He's been doing
like
that since I got
is
here.
pretty much doing the equivalent of like if you inverse the
Fantastic.
dynamic
And
of
just to,
being a
just
daddy's
to
girl.
say,
Instead
again,
of it being
I've
the
only
daughter
like
is like all over the dad, it's vice versa. I don't know what that would be
Yeah, I
called.
know. Okay.
I'll be completely honest. If this was mother and son, it would be completely understandable. But this is
He's not crying. I never.
bizarre.
Wait,
He's being
I was-
dramatic.
Ryder,
you know?
Cheesy
told that
Bacon,
he had a
second
wife,
floor.
but
He didn't say anything about having kids.
Jesus.
3 apparently.
Interesting day
Hello,
we're
Victor.
having today.
Good to have you.
We have many new guests.
I have already gathered, and it's one of the
in that
main
case,
reasons why I'm out here doing
Phelan
paperwork.
Eldar, one of Ryder's friends.
But I can see there are still some greetings necessary before we get to that point.
These
Handshake where I come from.
Oh, I
Thought
think
it
there's
was
one
supposed
other
to
one to
be
cook, by the way.
Oh, I see.
I take it.
They're unfamiliar with your
He was in-
the world customs.
His name's Skittles.
Yeah.
Well, I already
Why
met him.
is? I guess I
An
shouldn't be
ambistoma
questioning why
with some
he's
kind
here.
of device.
Yeah, just they're
Oh,
they're a
fuck.
little bit.
Don't tell me they're here.
But they're kind.
Last I saw him, he was blatting people in the face with this frying pan. Jesus.
You're smarter than this.
My actual
Anyway.
dad. He may look young.
By all
and
means,
he look-
excuse me there. Sir or ma'am, I will need to have a small conversation with you. You've recently stepped through the portal, did you?
Yes.
I at least gave him a bit of a primer on where he is right now.
Right,
Wonderful, I can
yes.
skip that part
Eorzea, Carthus,
Would you-
Big Nippy.
Fantastic. Would you be doing me a favor and stepping inside the office for a second so I can do some small paperwork with you? And once that is done, we
Alright,
can
sure,
proceed to-
sure, fine. Anything to get out of this bloody winter. Sheesh.
Also, only because they, Ryder, I've heard that this was your daughter? Yes, sir. Yes, once I'm done with the kind individual over here, they're next when it comes to the paperwork. Only because they're your child does not mean they can skip the line.
Yes, sir.
Alright, come on then.
Fantastic. By all means, feel free to sit down or I guess stand up.
Considering how I
depending on what is more
look,
comfortable for
you'll
you.
forgive me if I do need to take a seat.
No, please, by all means, feel free to, by all means. So, specifically,
I
I'll
doubt
start
the
with the
seat.
simplest, the simple
I doubt this
question.
wood would be able to take it.
To ask just kind of off the bat due to your own position, would you be identifying as male, female, non-binary? What would be just
Male.
generally asking? Understood,
Male
of
makes the
course.
most
Just want to
sense.
make sure because the mistake was
Disarming
more made with
voices,
the
I
last
imagine.
the last individual. No, of course, but there's also individuals who have more of a firmer statue in their armor, and I didn't want to make that mistake twice today.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, I remember.
So, what would be your name, if I might say it like this?
Currently folk call me Armsy.
Armsy, of course. Is that more a nickname or your name that we can go by for the sake of record keeping?
Kind of both, really. It feels more a nickname, but I can't think of an actual name for some reason.
Of course, no, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's more what we need to call you for the sake of identification in case anything should happen. You
Fair
go
enough.
missing, abducted individuals, or you might be the one person who might be also committing a crime. I would hope so. That's not the case, but we just need to make sure.
I keep my hands to myself.
Of course.
Unless someone needs to be
I
shaken,
would hope so.
apparently.
Those are some pretty big hints. I would also hope that does not happen while in the vicinities of Camp Dragonhead or the observatory, but I understand sometimes it's
I imagine
necessary.
Ryder was his name then. I imagine he may accidentally force people's hands quite a bit.
He tends to. He's an idiot. But he's also what we've called from the job-wise our warrior of light. He has saved this realm multiple times, and I'd be the last one to spit in his face for such deeds. So,
Fair point. Fair point. I knew it. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about
yeah,
this.
I prefer for the sake. I get it. It is a
Let
the
me
heavy
just-
instruments. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. Just you do not need to put your arms anywhere. Just if it needs to be, let them rest to your side. Feel free to.
Aye,
I can do any
apologies,
sort of
lad.
writing that needs to be done. It is okay. Everything is okay on the matter. So, specifically, Armsy, male. But when it comes to be kind of blunt, I'm assuming that with your arms, for lack of a better word, you would be more interested in anything magitech or mechanic focused. Are you more preferred in the idea of being a crafter or a combatant?
Aye. I'm a bit of both, I'd want to wager in that regard. I did create these arms myself.
Mechanist. And
I've been using them quite a
Do you
bit to
mind if-
defend myself.
I do not wish to intrude on the idea of trade secret, and of course, if that is something that is too complicated, feel free to just ignore this question. But how does this exactly work? Is this in itself a machinery That's like by the fact that you're able to properly move it. I hope it's not too sluggish ever since you went through the portal.
Yeah, it's been a little. It's been heavier, more like what in the god. So someone's playing fireworks out there. I think. I'm sure they have it handled. Sorry.
Right,
but
having some fucking paperwork. It's not you. It's fine. Continue. This is more important.
I can imagine. Sorry. But yes, I know I already told Neb, I believe his name was, that due to the fueling problems, we shall say, of where I originally came from, the fuel source for these arms, which is probably the main reason why they haven't just turned it to dead weight here, is that they're powered by my own blood.
Your own blood?
Aye. Because I did notice when peeking into the fuel connectors that my blood seems a mite sparklier than I recall it being. I imagine that's aether of sorts.
Sorry to kind of, again, I'm trying to wrap my hand around this with the own knowledge that is so barely available when it comes to... How does this exactly work, this machine?
It basically ties into my own circulatory system. I've got a fuel reservoir. I'm not sure if it'll still work in this climate. Mainly to ensure that I don't bleed out so easy.
Understood.
Fuel connectors, I believe it's meant to be hydraulic or liquid-based type of machinery.
For the sake of it, for you to understand, these informations will be kept under lock and key for the sake of record keeping and, of course, for the sake of understanding certain people having history. That also.
Aye, fair enough.
I am feeling a little bit concerned by the idea that this machine is run on blood. I would ask politely, and I'd hope for you to ask truthfully. This only works with your blood?
Aye, I've not used anyone else's blood for this, mainly because due to the way all of this is set up, it would flow back into my own circulatories, and I'd imagine my own proper body would actively reject other blood. I'm certainly no vampire, I could say that for certain.
That in itself is at least refreshing and good to know.
I can imagine people who utilize blood quite a bit would have that legitimate concern.
See, the problem in the entire aspect, we're in the Korthus region, as Madam Master has probably told you, which is close to Ishgard, and a lot of their individuals might see the idea of hemomancy as something more uncouth. So, do for the sake of it, if it needs be, that you can be honest with the people here, with Neb, with me, with Madame Laluma, but understand that some individuals might have the idea that this machine is run on blood with a little bit of
disdain.
Careful eye. That also.
So I would say I did hear the term ceruleum somewhere with no nattering with I think Bella? Or was it Aster?
That is.
I'm assuming that's a fuel source I can use as a substitute name.
We can work out that for the sake of it. We do need to potentially work on some smaller cover-ups for your own security, the entire aspect of it, because let's face it, if you start to run around with places and they start to notice that you're pumping blood into machinery, they might get immediately worried very quickly.
I can understand that. I know a lone wanderer like myself probably won't be too welcome in quite a few places. I have noticed just from the camp alone that I'm quite a head-turner.
Believe me, a lot of people that came through this portal have been head-turners, not just you, so everything is fine on the matter. It is more from how you handle yourself. If you handle yourself humbly and also ask and do not step into people's personal space with too much personal questions, information, or beliefs, a lot of people will be very giving in acceptance.
I'm
just
quite...
don't mention the blood pot. That is going to be just a blanket case of just it's going to cause you problem.
While I am proud of my own work, I do understand where you're coming from on this front.
By all means. Now, the last thing I would need specifically is where would be your homeworld, if there is any, for yourself?
I never really got the name of that planet, but I know I live outside a city named Zephyra, if that crops up any memories from other travelers.
I feel like I've heard the name once in the minimum, but I can note that down.
Yeah.
Zephyra. Of course. By all means. The last thing I would need for you is, so I would need a signature for the sake of that we've had this conversation. You are aware of the general rules and understandings of Corthus in that sense, so...
Alright.
For the sake of any rule breaks or problems that you're doing them, at least hopefully with the knowledge of that this is illegal in certain aspects.
Fair enough, fair enough. I do still have me regular hands to write with, at the very least.
Oh, of course. I thought this was more of a case that you, like...
No,
sure,
no, I
you
can understand the prosthetics, but no, that's me eyes.
Of course, by all means. Feel free to, by all means. By all means, what can I do for you? Feel free, here you go. Got ink. If this is close enough, if not, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Just poured you a drink.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
Thank you, by all means. It's been a bit. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All good?
Alright.
Thank you. In that matter, now that you've found yourself a place, I can safely say with everything here, feel free to enjoy your stay within Camp Dragonhead, as well as the entire region of Corthus, and of course, if there should be any problems, feel free to talk to me, or speak to Lady Luluma. You've probably seen her before. She's a Lalafell specifically, is what the race we call them. She's about probably your height, actually. And she will be the one to help you out with any sort of more intense manners. I usually only act as the authority figure within Camp Dragonhead.
Fair enough, fair enough. Here you go.
By all means, thank you. Now,
aye.
Feel free to enjoy yourself, and...
Aye. I'll see about calling his daughter in then.
Don't need to, I'll get her myself.
Fair enough, thank you very much. Thank you kindly. There she is. What the hell is...
My daughter doesn't want to introduce herself to my friend.
Lasses, Skittles, why are you bullying this lad?
We are.
You look like you should. From where I came out talking with the nice lad, it seemed like you were trying to shake him down.
Are they chocolate?
Skittles!
Skittles!
Skittles, you prat! Come here.
Oh my goodness. I like them cookies.
You are not careful with that frying pan, Jesus.
What's going on here? Sorry. I tried to pull the and I accidentally pulled the big one. I tried to give them cookies. I apologize. Get out of here. I pulled the big ones, not the small.
You're right, lad.
That was loud.
Yeah, I'm fine.
He was sad. I want to give him cookies.
Look here, you little...
But I pulled the big one. Yeah,
Look, I'm innocent. Are they
Well,
chocolate
as
chip?
everyone's alright. No one's hurt.
Yeah, Aster, I'm fine. You don't gotta worry, please. Watch that pan, man. For some reason, I could see the divine lords with that pan.
Oh no, don't you worry. Skittles has accidentally blatted me with the pan a couple of times. I remember that clearly.
This is a chocolate chip. I accidentally pulled the big one.
Oh, chocolate chip cookie. You see him unhinge his jaw. It's okay, my friend. Come back.
Okay. But
thank you. If you ever run away from me again, I'm going to throw you to the darkest pits of the void.
No, that's not Skittles. I'm Skittles.
Fair.
But
I know. I'm explaining your stories. I've seen in reports that Skittles has one-handedly killed about like 20 dinosaurs with one frying pan.
You need to be arrested. Arrested.
That's exaggeration. That has to be. I know who you work for. I know you worked as a chef, but like, bloody hell, that's exaggeration to a fault.
No, the Skittles literally is powerful. Skittles can one-hand an army.
Considering you make your boss quake in fear when you're approached with the frying pan half the time, I can't be too surprised at that.
I got her back. I got the back end.
I was gonna. I loaded a shockwave into the cartridge.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's just a shockwave.
Hi.
Take care,
Well,
Skittles.
that axe is a menace.
We will toss you into the snow somewhere. Because I don't know, somewhere. I guess.
Screw that. I'm not being a part of this. I don't want Aster yelling at me again, man. Look, just stop being a gremlin.
No, sir.
You tell a gremlin to stop being a gremlin. It's gonna backfire.
Fuck. Nope, I'm gonna be
Yeah, try that with this, lads.
Wait, oh, that's right, yeah.
All I say is tone down being gremlin, okay? Tone it down.
I'm coked up in gummy worms. What else are you going to expect me to do?
Right, I need something warm in my belly. That scarf can only do so much.
And thus, that very declaration is going to be his downfall.
Shattered immediately, because everyone's not going to go fucking.
Apologies for any interruptions.
Thank Hyland.
Riders. Heidelin loves me, this I know.
Damn it.
Or, the tombstone tells me so.
What?
Never mind, I was going to sit at the bar, but now I gotta find something.
I bet Heidelin is hot, by the way. Real hot.
Probably, I mean, we talked about it before.
What the hell is this?
It's my tombstone.
I'm assuming this Heidelin's a god of
Kind of
sorts.
funky, but okay.
The fuck you mean? This is just the tombstone.
I've never had one.
Would you want one? I got like 2,000.
Oh, full. Alright.
How do you have 2,000 of them?
Someone doesn't run dungeons.
What?
Huh? One wants to run a dungeon?
I don't think a lot of these folks. Anyway.
I
I dare not test its weight.
In Gridania all the way up, and there were so many people that
I
fucked
would
up
say
everything.
try and earn one from a dungeon.
Yeah, I think it's surprising enough. How many people get sent out to do something and just fuck it up even more, and then they have to send more people out to fix that.
Oh god, I know that
I think it's more
feeling.
or less the problem that a lot of places in Eorzea and the Theris as a whole, they kind of like repopulate themselves in a way. Like, you think a cult that you once kill off and raid from like ancient ruins, they just seem to pop up again somehow.
Ah, groups are tenacious.
Well, it's like you kill them down to every single last member, and then you think you've finally done and dealt with it. Like, you burn all the ancient knowledge, but then you come back a week later, and they're all just back. They're all just back, and all the knowledge that you burned is somehow unburned.
That doesn't make
I blame the
lick of that doesn't make a lick of sense to me. That sounds like time reversal and shit.
Pretty smooth.
The Allegans and the Asians. I blame them the most.
Tell you what. What do you have on tap, Lars?
To be fair, wasn't the final days brought about?
Something warm, at least.
Asians?
I can do that.
Thank you kindly.
There you go.
Thank you. There.
I guess I'm desensitized.
My since we were on the topic earlier, my dad, when he left and came back, he was missing an eye.
Oh hell!
I'll do it, right?
Is that why you? Have the?
No, I got poked in the eye by a Moogle.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay.
That one that used to follow you around?
Well, yes, that one and a few others. They held me down.
That's much better. Thank you
Oh.
kindly.
They took turns.
I missed that
See.
Moogle. I never really got to talk to them.
Couple.
I gotta make some mail.
A
seems
creature
like
we
quite-
have here in Etheris.
I figure. Along the similar vein of the chocobo,
Yeah, they were
or
delivering
different kind?
I'm sure you're really helpful around here.
How do you describe a Moogle? Would they technically be considered a beast tribe?
They're short, fluffy, and they have wings.
Yeah, I'd
and
say
they
so.
say "Kupo, Kupo." But
Yeah.
it's usually something like, "I'm gonna go drink alcohol, Kupo," or "I'm gonna go deliver the mail to my fucking mom, Kupo."
Yeah.
All that I'm conjuring
they're
in my
like-
head is just sentient cotton balls.
More or less, yeah. And they have
Basically.
like a red pink orb that's like attached to their head.
With an antenna, okay?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Tell when someone's come through the portal. Damn. Someone just walked up to the fucking entrance and they're one of the glowiest people I've ever seen.
Hmm. I thank you kindly, because Lord knows I needed something warm in my body at some point. Because it is rather cold up at the top, up where the portal is,
I
or
do.
the rift, or
I'm
whatever it
talking about,
is.
Like, just, like, all of them. Like it's not like just the weapon. It's like everything.
I'll leave you to it. Anything I can do in recompense is grand.
I brought up the fact that I have a wife, and then he was like, "You have a kid?" And then he was like, "So Ryder and the wife, and then Careless Whisper." That's all I remember.
Okay.
Like I see the last that
Sounds like a metaphor.
Knight mentioned.
I don't know.
I don't know neither, but all I got to say is the
She does look
Sidriel
around
name
anyway.
knows no bound.
Okay.
Not even worlds, apparently.
Okay.
Sounds
Our
like a very
family
proud,
is-
very proud family.
Oh yeah!
Your daughter seemed as
Incredible.
very happy, from today. So, it just happened.
She's not happy? Ren, did I do something wrong?
I think the way you treated her, I guess, the way you grabbed her and introduced you for her. Yeah.
I mean, I'd be a little miffed about that.
You kind of forced things.
I was just so happy to show off my little girl.
You're just excitable. That's okay. In that regard.
Yeah, you got really excited. Like you
fine
remember.
enough. Fine enough in that front.
She looks like she's a grown adult.
Yeah.
So she
I
introduced
know,
herself.
but I know, but
Okay, maybe a little smaller
daughter's
than my
so
head.
cool and stuff, man. I just
I get it. That just keep in mind she can do things herself, not having her lovely father do for her.
Rin, I messed up.
I'm
Listen,
sure she's not crass with you in any way.
Yeah, it's more like she's not really upset. She's just more like
Look, lad, I have plenty of kin myself. Everybody makes mistakes as a family.
Just keep in mental notes. What to do next time when you introduce her again.
Right. I got it. As a father, I failed this day, but next time I won't fail.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine.
Even though I've never experienced having my own kin, I guess. I don't know.
My kin are more brothers
I
and
should go and
sisters rather
apologize to
than
her.
like the ups and downs of a tree. Could have just asked, but all right.
But she might be. Oh,
Yeah.
Aye. I don't think I ever did catch the name of that knight.
Oh, the guard captain?
Aye.
Oh, his name is Victor.
Victor. Okay. I think throughout all of the bureaucracy, I think I plumb forgot to ask him. Happens.
It's alright. It's been from what I can tell, it's been a chaotic start to the day.
I can imagine, and I doubt I'm helping matters too much.
What kind of sister would I be if I didn't? Honestly, come on. You should know better. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Well,
Exactly. Celeste gets it.
it's okay.
Yeah, well.
My understanding, you're not the only small, intelligent creature that's wandered his way in here.
At the very least, being in open air means I at least have room to stretch.
I mean, someone's gotta be the little shit.
Crack me damn elbow bones once in a while. There we go.
You're busy promo Luluma?
I'm currently looking for Melodia, and I've been trying to find her link shell, but she wasn't in any.
She
of
went
the
out to
fucking
pick up
comms.
some ingredients for
Oh, I know,
Skittles.
but she wasn't in any of the comms.
Alright. I don't know who I don't know who Melodia is, unfortunately.
Let me.
Well then.
Hey,
Missing people?
These are my sisters. Celeste
Ah, the
and
lasses.
Eliza.
How many times do I have to get it through your thick-headed select?
What you do?
Blame
Feisty.
Eliza for it.
Phelan.
Blame Eliza. Yes.
Phelan.
Uh-oh. What?
Hold out your hand. That hand.
Alright, I suppose I should probably go. I suppose I should probably go and get some more of this for Luma.
Jesus.
If you want, you can stick around for a little bit. Up to you.
You gotta take care of
I mean,
something,
you're mine.
Eliza?
Well, I did tell Luma I was gonna grab some more shipments.
The only thing I can easily tell is that she seems to be an anomaly among the horned folk,
I'll stay here for a bit while I wait for you to come back.
Thank you.
seeming that she seems to be a mite more aggressive than the other ones I've spotted.
Perhaps I should introduce you to Ryder then.
Very eccentric.
Ryder! I can say.
Well, that makes quite a few.
Please follow me into my office.
You have an office?
Gotta learn more.
I have an
office.
I have an office. Follow me.
Ryder does not have an office. He has a fucking room.
I guess an office an office generally is a room, but a fair point.
I did something to make him walk away. Okay, you ready?
Are you available?
Hold up his hand.
Possibly? What's up?
No, this hand.
for a job?
Okay.
The discreet kind.
Fun! Alright.
Without Aether.
I know.
To the moon.
Are
Nice.
you from Lagomorph?
There she
I
is.
don't have a weapon to do like, those type of jobs,
Huh?
so I need to find a way to get past that.
Hello. Wonderful.
Well, what are you looking doing? Because
I'm probably gonna follow up with
red magic.
smithing stuff, making weapons like I did in the other world. Once I get enough money, maybe get a weapon.
I understand more about the world, but definitely not about the people.
In time.
Oh no, is this a serious thing we're about to talk about?
I can definitely teach you.
Actually, I should probably see if Nib seems to want anything done. Engineers tend to help in other NGs.
If you're wanting and willing, I will do so.
Good luck.
Got some food in my belly, everything's alright. And we're thriving in this frozen waste.
Yeah, no, you know what? Not optimal.
That and technically we didn't really need a whole lot of vehicles here because, well, you know, we had chocobos, we had horses. Garleans were the main ones who started really pushing technology, and even at that point,
You know, we had animal transport too, and it just a common theme out there is we want more. We want it faster.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
that's kinda
I'm
true
sure this
here,
one is
although-
really good at explaining the advancements of
You ever
technology.
grow a need for
You're
expansion,
walking on
then?
giant mechanical hands.
Yeah, with those giant Magitech hands.
Not Magitech, I'm afraid. Pure tech. Besides, even in my own
are they
homeland,
like-
I'm not exactly magically inclined.
Use your blood to fuel that.
Yeah, I do have a fuel reservoir, though I don't know if it'll properly work here, so I'll be a bit more careful with accidental cuts.
Considering when Skittles got here, his
System-
mech fell apart and crumbled to pieces. I wouldn't bank on it.
Mine's more hydraulic based, so it's more liquids making its way around to be the pseudo electricity of sorts.
Oh, so
have a check
it's like
done?
what are they, like the robots?
Hmm?
Something like that?
Kind
Fair
of.
enough.
Kind of. The robots are a bit advanced for my expertise.
Yeah. Oh,
I took them out for a taste of the multiple universes out there.
Yeah, they have whole people that are just metal.
huh. Oh, yeah, I know the type. I don't think I'd recognize who any of them are if you were to describe them. I don't have too many full robotic friends.
You around.
No,
True, I have
So
only
you
recently
probably
stepped
don't
through the
frequent the
portal
same
into this frozen waste.
Did you
Oh,
get
not
your
from here.
paperwork done?
I also
Aye,
came through that
I talked
portal
with
up there,
Victor.
Last week.
Alright.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm definitely more used to deserts and dunes rather than snow.
Oldar. You're more used to deserts and
I'm not
dunes.
the only
Oldar is where you
one.
want to go.
I did hear about Ulda being a
Yes.
desert place. And Limsa being a place of pirates, and Gridania having the most ominous region name possible
Trees.
of the Black Shroud.
The black yeah, that's what I said.
Incredibly
How many trees
ominous.
do you want? Well, it's called the Black Shroud, so...
What did you find that you were going
Can
to
you
show
hold
everybody?
up that hand like you're about to shake someone's hand?
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry.
You just nub me.
Oh, may she still has enough of an arm to pull that armpit maneuver.
I just...
Didn't they make you another arm?
No.
No?
I have a prosthetic, but I don't like using it very much.
That's why
That's what I meant,
take it
yeah.
on
They get
during
in the
combat,
way,
kind of. They're like clunky
Yeah.
and slower.
I mean,
That's how
hey.
I was
Mine
when
is
I
a
first lost
clip-on.
my arm. I'd rather fight with
Pulls
the
out her
arm I
breath.
still.
Yeah. The thing is, it's a clip-on. Holds out her prosthetic, clips onto her skin.
Hmm.
Oh. Clips off.
Not terribly
Clip
efficient
on.
as a prosthetic goes,
Clip
but
off.
I don't claim to understand how prosthetics work. That's not my area of expertise.
my only assumption is if you needed to actually fill out a proper shirt. Hmm. Is that... Huh. It's a big ol' axe Neb is holding.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
Heh.
They
Fair
do
enough.
favor the axes.
So does Ryder also have one, considering he's described as a warrior of light?
No, that's just a title. His actual job is Dark Knight. He's got the big two-handed greatsword.
Boy.
I'm
We
assuming
have
here.
two classes that you would consider edgy. Three, if you consider Black Mage. We have Black Mage, Dark Knight, and Reaper.
Damn fine names for folk that take themselves a mite seriously.
Oh, I don't take myself seriously in the slightest. I know that I know that I have a edgy sounding class.
Oh well. I'm not sure what I'd be in that case.
I'm gonna honestly give a guess at Monk.
Punchy
You
sort.
seem the punchy type of guy.
At least that still works.
Then that is a.
I've been hooked up to a rig like that before. Not exactly the same, but it was it was a bit of a power trip. I won't lie. Being able to just knock down a big concrete wall kind of was awesome. It didn't last long though. It got me out of the building.
Having big old
I got
mech
taken
arms
captive
would be
by
pretty
people that were
empowering
like,
for you,
"Whoa,
I imagine.
you have animal features. You must be like very valuable." And they were really technologically advanced people, so I stole one of their rigs by tricking them because I'm really good at that, and broke out.
I did see a group
It
of
didn't make it out of the building
it's-
with me, but goddamn if it
Like I
didn't
said
take down a
with,
bunch of walls.
The person over there that had the Dark Knight sword, even if you don't have whatever abilities you had over there, there's still a giant pair of fists.
True. I might be able to cobble something together with the magic tech, but even in my own homeland, I'm still working on trying to properly fold these damn things, and I don't need them. As it stands, they're just there.
Suggestion? Have them sit like this.
Well, I think.
I mean, if you're gonna...
It makes you a little bit wide, but they're like
Pretty
not
wide.
in the
It's
way.
pretty wide and tall. Normal doorways that I go through
If
that are
anything,
about this way.
you want to have a chat with... Neb, because I know the Ironworks are really good at developing, like, folding technology.
Perhaps. One idea I'd hit upon, since
Folding
I kind of get this...
technology.
That's okay.
You're
that's
fine.
That's a...
You're not...
Not these kinds of folds.
Oh, yeah, no, this is also technically sort of a Magitech thing.
Yeah. Hey,
Hang on, let me
as
turn
it
around
stands,
just
the
to
way
get
I
a better
put this
look
whole
at
kit and caboodle together isn't exactly efficient.
I used to have spinny technology, but
Oh,
I don't,
careful
it
with
doesn't
that.
spinny here.
it. Now you have sparky technology.
Yeah, that's ambient lightning
I
coming
have
off of that.
sparky
Jesus.
technology.
Sheesh. Careful what metals you put that next to.
It's actually not like lightning or anything. It's just kind of. It's shooting my own energy around inside of it.
Aha. I do know a decent amount about aether and such, at least from what I've been told at any rate. And as far as I can tell, Mr. Warrior of Light is a drama
everything I
king.
can do together.
I'm gonna give you a basic rundown. But
With a
even
drama
then, yeah.
princess.
You mean Ryder? He's over there.
Yeah, that's who I was talking in. Well, I was
Listen,
one.
just because he saved all of existence twice doesn't mean we can't take the shit out of him.
To be fair, I think if I saved all of existence, I probably wouldn't want to be revered like a god half the time either.
I mean, we give him the due respect he deserves for someone that has done that. But again, at the same time, it doesn't stop us taking the piss out of him.
It's nice
Friends-
to poke fun at somebody.
friends will be
I
friends,
don't
eh?
see anybody
Yeah.
picking a fight with him, though.
That's how you know you're friends, when you can take the piss out of each other and take it all in good stride.
I forget if I was gonna say something. I think a train of thought ended up getting derailed by Ryder. Probably not the first time that's happened around here.
It's not the first time and it won't be the last time. A lot of things
was
have
it.
been derailed by Ryder.
That was it. I remember proposing to Neb about an engineer exchange, mainly a knowledge exchange of sorts. He gives me knowledge, I could probably use that to figure out how to fold these better. I gave him knowledge on how this works for the sake of him potentially reverse engineering it. Though I do realize the potential, considering the size of it on me. What was the little ass's name I saw walk by? Luluma, I believe.
The gremlin?
No.
Oh, Luma, okay, not the gremlin.
No, Luma's kind of a little gremlin.
I do
herself,
realize
too.
the potential that she
Oh,
could
God,
have
don't say
these
that in
kinds
front
of
of her.
arms on her back, which would be a heck of a sight to see.
If anything, she would use them to do paperwork faster.
Or walk faster, perhaps?
I mean, she can defend herself well enough. I've seen that firsthand, but
Are Lalafell, like, workaholics?
no, that's just Luluma.
Ah.
I was told she was the head of a group or other. Presumably
Yeah, she's the head
adventure
of this
related.
branch of the Adventuring Guild.
Ah, right. That explains Neb asking about it. Or at least saying about it, I think. I think it was either Neb or Victor, I believe.
Either one of them would probably,
Probably not too much point in us hanging around an empty ironworks tent. I might as well see what the hell's is going on over there.
Mm.
At the very least with this, I
Anything
can keep
happen
my
up there in
feet
that
out of the
building?
snow. I believe they're checking up on the windmill themselves to see what's up. We went up there and didn't come up with much.
Yeah, no, that building's usually used for, like, lord meetings between the four houses.
Huh.
Well, I say that,
that-
it's more of like a stop-off.
That does raise a few concerns about the abandonment of the location.
I mean, it's not abandoned, it just doesn't get used that often.
Well, during when I was investigating with a group of others, with Bella and others, we came across a bandit camp that had tally marks on it.
Huh.
Like, I forget what they called it, Jaws of Deceit and
Concerning.
such. And also a message tied to an arrow was shot at one of us, I believe. Obviously not to hit.
Yeah, you don't generally tie a message with the aim to hit someone with it.
True. But definitely covered their boots in snow. Well, hopefully
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll end up surfacing and we'll have to go and deal with it.
They'll probably come up with they'll probably find something else now. Those bandits or over probably think that we've given up the ghost. Given up the ghost chase of sorts. And then there's like, oh hey, more have arrived.
I mean,
Oh, it's
if
actually
they're
closed.
bandits, then they better
Fascinating.
be. the bandits, and they better be pretty damn well good bandits, considering pretty much everyone here is either a well-trained adventurer, the warrior of light, or Ishgardian military.
And even with
You
me,
have to
I
be really
doubt
stupid to
arrows
attack
could
this
pierce
place.
metal like this.
I don't think they can pierce that thick of a metal.
Well, I should at least see what they're up to at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Well, if you're not gonna follow, then, well, good seeing you at the very least. Yeah.
We might head over there. If there's nothing else, see what's going on.
So most likely the best thing to do is to get her all the red mage supplies.
Have you progressed and
Pretty nice kit of caboodle you got there, Nib.
total here as for jobs?
Never heard of it. It was someone
Yep,
carrying
and
quite
Ooh, you mean the axe?
Hey, and the outfit.
They just said you got a nice axe. Sorry.
Oh, well, it's a Bajan field attire. It was when I picked up officer.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm assuming that's another region in this star.
Because when I started, we were given equipment for our jobs.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I'm assuming that's another region in this star then. A lot of regions.
Yeah, it's a bit more out towards the Doman Enclave, but Baja, it's
Presumably a different
it's
continent
territory
than
for
the
me
one
and
we're
my
currently
people.
on.
Technically.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Apprentice now.
Well, you look ready to you put that axe to good use. What's going on?
Honestly, I mean,
Nothing. This is a bit more of my, I guess my attire for whenever I'm not at my tent working.
Fair enough, fair enough. Anything an engineer in Lagomorph can do for you?
I don't think you really work in Magitech, so not really at the moment, unfortunately.
I probably can't tinker with the nature of magic take.
It'd be a bit risky, but I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
it's
work
something
in
you're really invested in,
purely
I can
technology, mind.
Where they came from,
At least with these, at any rate.
It's part of them already. It just haven't.
I mean, I think it might be like so. Yeah.
I'm
No.
literally what I am.
Besides one person.
And
It'd be a little bit of an ask, unfortunately. I mean, in terms of like a Garlean walker, I mean,
Very nice friend of
it's manageable.
Walker make, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 pairs of legs, decent base body, and only to put some little mechanisms on it for like a weapon.
Yes, I do. I get you on that front. I don't know.
You'll have to tell me about the knife.
I don't know.
I think she might have told me.
To be fair, there's a lot I don't know about this place, and the most powerful word at learning is I don't know. So,
I'll speak with you for something else later.
I'm wanting to learn all I can at the very least. For my brief stay.
If you tag along with that guy right there with the hat on, I went ahead and gave him a piece of paper that'll get him a pretty free trip over to, what is it, Garland Ironworks. Yeah. That's probably going to be your best place for a little bit more information. Machinists are always good about their hands. I'd suggest the Ironworks, but we're a little bit busy at the moment trying to get everything else back in order and get a bunch of information. So
I can imagine, you know, what I've heard for what's happened over the past few days. Why is he seem distraught? Fair enough, fair enough. Well, hopefully I can pay you back, at the very least, for your kindness. Effort for effort, you know.
Not really a necessity. I can go ahead and tell you. It's fine. I'm just doing the job.
I always prefer to keep a balance, but you do you.
I saw Victor just a second ago if you're trying to get paper done.
Well, I'll go and speak with the hat in lad.
Give me a second.
this up order or
I am being forced to take a break.
Hey.
Yeah, but this wasn't your choosing, was it?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put this bluntly. Every single one of you is a workaholic. I try to get you to relax. I try to get Cora to relax. Akura, Cernia, and you. Why don't any of you relax?
I would like to say, we all been having our own issues as own sisters and family-related stuff. I understand you want us to take a break and all, but we physically can't.
My curiosity is probably a bit much for me to simply relax in this place.
Fair.
That too.
I think the saying goes, the only way to stop a workaholic is to stop their heart, else it's not going to stop them at any given way, so... After a while, you're kind of just... all you're doing is trying to munch into, I think as they say, just rock. You're just not going to get through to it.
No,
I'm slowly realizing that. But at least, if you're not going to stop working, at least communicate with them. That way, when they go, where is she? Where have they gone? We don't know where they're at. We should go find her.
I'm all gonna give them a talking to when I get back to the Reach.
That's my thing. When you get back after the fact of you already going, without telling them you're going.
I don't think they're gonna do it just yet. I think they're gonna go back here in a bit. And then they're gonna stay.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because y'all have a habit of not communicating to one another, and then you'll all get worried. Okay.
Settle down, lad.
Sunday I would be back out.
I am outside of my element. I am seeing color for the first time. I am in a cold place without being prepared, and I'm having to be worried because the gremlin is running around in their element.
Yeah.
I was told you had a ticket for a garland of sorts.
Yeah.
Never recommended me probably join you for that.
That's best.
Hey, I'll learn what I can over a day or two, then I'll see about heading, traipsing back here, at the very least.
I just found a funny crystal broken rock.
Yeah.
Because all things
I won't
considered,
be going
I'm
today.
having a thing to do.
Well, you'll be learning all about
I'll be going, today is what, Wednesday? By Monday, I'll make my way back here.
Awesome.
And I'll head over to Garlean.
So nice here. This is a very
Because I have a few things I need to take care of beforehand.
I have a thing available on... I know I have something to check up on Friday, but for Saturday I know I have something definitely need to get back to over there.
Yeah, but
If anything,
Yes.
probably later on, then we can go to Garlean. But
Yeah,
I
go.
need to check in on
You
one
go
said
to
individual
Garland.
back in the
I
verse.
think the most hostility I
Fine
ever had
enough.
was when y'all punted me
I'll
through
stick
a
around
arena.
here.
Listen,
I'll stick around here then. Traipse with you to Garland for a day or so. Get me do a bit of an engineer knowledge exchange,
I mean, I'm not angry at
and
you
then
about it.
head
It's
back
fine.
to
It's
ensure that
It's fine. I don't.
Jones doesn't think I've fallen asleep at my workshop table again
I mean, I don't blame you.
It's fine.
and missed
I hear
his original appointment.
It was.
Fair.
It was.
But yeah, no, because I got at least two more.
Bat my hand away and say stop.
I have two more
That's why
commissions I need to finish up
expect it to work.
back at the workshop, which are due by this Saturday and Sunday. I have to do maintenance checking on one person, and I have to help another individual with a family matter all this week. So that's why I'm saying Monday I'll be back. Or if anything, I'll be in here by Monday. I'll wait for you by then, and then we can head over there. All right?
Yeah.
Plus, it gives you time to get
And me-
proper attire for this place.
Yeah, it's highly likely I'll probably be like headed back to me homeland like at least by Friday.
They are my ears.
I think everything else from the past few days is caught up, so I guess I'll join you on Tuesday.
Think of it as
There
a
you go.
eardrum.
Yeah, because it gives us both time to drop off our gear, because I'm carrying in excess some gear that's now powered down. And it's an extra dead weight at this point without the gyros and gravity generators.
I didn't pack anything in my storage, but the aircraft pack has inexplicably turned into a magic rock, so...
What's the word I'm looking for? Like
So
It gives us time then, because I'm pretty sure... Because I'm pretty sure once we go to Garlean, we're going to be there for a good while. So...
This, my ears.
I'd say...
But we can.
In that time, before both of us come back here to make the trip, I'm gonna get proper weather gear for this. That's not magically attuned or anything.
I'll at least make sure I can get myself a
bring
good
some
scarf.
There you go. I'm also gonna grab my notebook as well, so I have something to write in.
Touch people's ears.
That's a good idea. I should probably do the same. At the very least, I'll see what...
Since we're gonna be working.
Oh, Armsy, finally.
Armsy? Zachary. Zachary Smith.
Alrighty, Smith. Now, you were saying something about the fact that you were seeing in color for the first time coming in here.
Yeah, so...
I'm not sure why
in the
that
verse,
kind of thing is.
I am a spellborn, half human, half familiar.
More towards the tip.
With something that happened with me being forced to have true sight, I lost normal ability to see. So, the only way I could see then, I spread my mana out as a net around me and basically used the magic tools resonance to see the outlines of people. That's what it was.
Yeah. Interesting. It's a snow zone. Oh, bloody hell.
Well, of course, the gremlin.
God, where are you, Luluma? I swear.
I think she went up to the lumber mill, if my memory serves. I could have sworn I saw her alongside a group of others heading up to where the lumber mill was.
Yeah.
But
in Heaven's Reach area,
yeah.
it does like a healing factor to me. Okay. But if I reduce the damage, it's more.
Ain't getting me hat.
What my mentor has explained to me.
But, yeah.
It's something that activates you. That
Also, as a character, I don't know if this is one map or if there's people up there or not for the location.
You steal the life
that's another thing.
from
your I can only remember.
to redo your life.
Well, I would have assumed that that the world you lived in was just grayscale by the way of it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh no. So
yeah,
it's difficult in a way because being a ranger for a group while you're also partially blind kind of makes things difficult.
I can imagine. Guess in regards of my eyes, they're not doing the thing they're supposed to. Okay. Fantastic. They would, or at least this main thing about them, would be a reverse X-ray of sorts. See through metal and bone, see organics. Mainly, I just use it to double check if the fuel connectors in here are actually still working properly, which thankfully they were. They were and still are, right? Frankly, I am glad, especially with all the explanations, that, well, these arms aren't essentially over 150 pounds at dead weight.
Yeah, but I say, at that point, that doesn't sound like a fun trip to and fro.
Oh no, I probably would have jumped straight back through the portal if I could.
It's like, nope, you're coming with me.
It's just like, no, okay, something's broke, this ain't good.
I mean, yeah.
Because, like, the arms are broken, I'm cold, I don't want to be here anymore. For now, it's just, I'm cold, and there's a lot of stuff to learn. So, I feel more reasonable in sticking around for a little bit.
I don't think we see that.
Yeah. No, because
Well,
right
as
now
long
I'm...
as you attune to an aetherite crystal, you should be alright.
What, to just come
That's
back
the
here
next
however
thing, yeah.
I please?
You just go to the nearest, like, big city. Where's the nearest big city?
Because I feel like it's just a...
Nearest Aephorite
Okay.
of sorts. This is the Observatorium. I believe Victor mentioned something of Camp Dragonhead. Presumably that's A nearby and B has a Aephorite to use.
Ishgard, okay. Yeah, you would have to go to
Apparently it's
Ishgard.
It's just like the Ishgard I've been to before.
What you can do,
Considering
I can give
people
you
seem
a
to be
little bit of
pegging me
gil
as
to
both a
rent out some
monk and
chocobos
machinist,
right
as
out over there,
opposed
because it does take
on
a little
account
bit
of
longer.
the factors on both of these damn things.
I still don't get this at all.
I
still don't.
I think it's like 200.
I still don't understand this one bit.
Well, I can regale you with how it works.
Hold on your hand.
I think that's fine.
Hands you 200
What'd you say your name was?
That's our
Armsy. Appreciate
currency.
it. No, I was given one earlier.
What?
Armsy.
Armsy. Wow.
On account, well, it's the only name I remember on account of, well, take a guess.
This is Zentia.
Take a bloody guess. The first two don't count.
Zenyatta.
Oh yes.
She slapped you on the back of the head.
Oh shit.
Bloody hell.
Oh, you're next. Vampire.
Hey.
Someone was giving me fucking...
I'll break your other arm. Anyways,
I mean, to be honest,
Victor has advised
Sister
me
did tell you
against
this
revealing how these arms
That's the
work
way
in
your complexion
public company. With this lot, he said it should be fine.
anyways, this is my baby sister.
I guarantee you, if we bring our knowledge we have from the verse into this place
Baby sister Celeste.
to wherever the smith is here,
You want to know how?
I'm pretty sure there'll be some conflict of interest or note taking.
Right. Well, I have learned that apparently Garlemald, another faction region of this place, has a walker mix of sorts. So we shouldn't need to worry about a technology disparagement.
Thank God. If I can at least convey them to the equivalent of the lower section of a Titan, maybe an ion, not even ion class, maybe overclass, I should be within my field work.
I was about to
Because
say,
besides just being a ranger, I am a pilot.
Your ear into my finger.
In your ear.
Yeah, I already talked to them a bit. So yeah, I'm
He
probably
was
gonna follow
certainly
with
very
machinist.
curious when I walked up, for obvious reasons. Probably because A, this thing was still working.
This is I've done this to myself, and I.
It's probably why it makes sense.
As it stands, the only things that don't seem to be working is the reverse X-ray and the anti-grav pack.
You lose. That's it.
The anti-grav engine of sorts. Well,
made a mistake.
let's see about making our way there then.
You made a mistake.
Grab your ankles
I seen her
slightly.
falling in the snow.
We'll definitely have to do that another day because remember, I need to handle things in the verse.
You like halfway.
I also would rather not be stuck here.
Well,
But if you want to make your way there, I can grab another pass. I'm on my way back here.
If
you wanna go there
I
today.
have... Well, I guess I could actually grab a pass of my own to go in your own time.
I need help right now.
When I realize I'm not going to be so busy over the weekends. And me coming across it in the middle of the week, more or less. If I came
Because I'm
across
gonna be
this
honest, I'm planning to have all my work done for next week to be cleared out. That way I can stay here for a week, learn, do all that
I may
uninterrupted.
be a white bitch, but you know how strong I am.
That's what I plan to do.
Hey,
Instead of the royal white.
I suppose I should do the same.
Who has, I guess,
This is my youngest sister.
If I can use the Aephorites as... Well, I don't know what the attuning is really meant to do,
Instead of the royal white.
or how I'm meant to, come to think of it.
Things and do you know how many times
I think it's some form of
shenanigans growing up?
a way of their transport system, from what I remember them saying.
No idea.
It's a way how they cover large distances
I tried to help.
just the one time instead of multiple times.
Oh,
So,
If I could...
like our transit system or our rune systems back home.
That's us, but I don't know if you'll see me again. Or my sisters.
Of course it is. I was about to say, if I could get me PDA to link up with it, then that means I wouldn't even need to come through that rift.
I did.
said about
Trust me.
Reach or whatnot.
My arm is shifting back to its void steel state, so my tech's also off the board. My helmet's gone all but silent.
Yeah. All it's relaying are the coordinates. You know, the screen is basically stuck
Yeah, I think
at.
I haven't
Yeah,
checked
It's
since.
in my actual hand.
Never know.
Able to.
I haven't gotten many names, so.
Basically stuck at basically where I went in.
There's Atlas, the pirate I told you about, that my friend Crystal.
Oh well.
Do not,
At least I'm able to power it off and on to actually, so I know it's not just
When do you
broken.
ever see me drink?
Actually, that's pretty much never.
I was gonna say, if I could use it, I could probably align that with the coordinates of that aephorite and see about just creating a portal here myself.
Well,
Though,
that still requires some more satellite or anchor point for here to work.
I would assume the aephorite would have been
That way
that
it gets an
anchor point.
orientation.
Yeah, the reason I know because
Fair. Maybe.
Energy on this side, energy on my side. It works. Brief temporary
I
portal.
was staying there for a good amount of time.
There you go. Maybe. Maybe in due time. Who knows?
Brief temporary portal. Armsy comes out. Portal closes. Stops potential wildlife or curious knights or whatever from wandering into where I live.
Me being around with Ryder, so.
Hey, are you familiar with Zephyra by any chance?
Plus, I'm.
Yes, a little bit actually.
Ah, I live outside of
I
it.
go there for some business. I
live
go
outside
there
of the
solely
school
for a
building, so-
few
Yeah.
purchasing windows and whatnot, but past that, I don't really intervene with it.
Just know if you
Fair
walk
enough.
into Heaven's Reach and do a whole bunch of stuff and learn, like
Well, at the very least, I can use that as a easy means.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's a big there's a big creature in the
Unless
tower.
you.
What?
It's like big with horns and with thread.
What the fuck?
Oh boy.
What?
What is this?
Carno.
Carno?
Is this you?
It's Carno.
Okay, we're good. We're okay.
Aha.
We're good.
What stuff?
You good, buddy?
How did I
Apparently
get
his
down
name's
the
Carno.
stairs?
Yeah, he's one of my
Very
friends.
carefully.
That's Carno.
Fair enough.
Okay. Because he kind of freaks
Fair
me
enough,
and
fair
the
enough.
other person out.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I'm gonna warn the others.
False alarm then.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Not my problem. But however, welcome.
Well,
Just be careful, Carno. Make sure they know you're friendly.
We got paranoid
Aye.
because we are used to getting attacked here.
He does.
So-
Yeah, I heard.
I'll inform Victor about it
I'm
then.
like, I'm going.
Just be careful where you're looking, Carno.
Aye. Lad seems friendly, all things considered, but hey, another visitor for paperwork. Although I don't think you'll be able to wrestle a signature out of him.
That's a giant lizard.
It's capable of speech, don't you worry.
Hello?
Frankly, I don't even know how we got
Good
down
to,
the stairs,
Friendly, and his
but...
name is Carno.
No, it is fine.
Carno.
Good to meet you there.
Alright.
Oh, shut up. Hello, good to meet you.
That reminds me.
Hi
You didn't tell me that Zane did paperwork like that. You thought we had to write it.
Well,
I've never done
you're
that.
certainly an individual, I'll give you that.
We never
I
done
have
it.
seen one of your kind before, of your kind in general that is able to speech, no offense.
Sure,
It's just not a
fine.
common thing within our world, but by all means, if you want to step aside for just a moment, we can have a proper conversation.
Yes, but
Of course.
looking in the
If you do not mind me
in the
stepping
right
first for the
things go
sake of you not... Yeah, let's talk over here for the sake of it.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
I can
Carno's
understand how
a good, friendly guy.
I can understand how a lizard like that would elicit a bit of understandable panic in the populace.
Yes. That is Carno. He's a very lovable boy who usually wields a double-ended battle axe.
How?
Okay. With his mouth. Or when he's human.
When he's... Wait, he didn't come here human? Why?
It's not a primal. I'm gonna summon it.
Of all things.
No, it's not a primal.
It's not a primal.
It's just a lizard.
His name
It's
is
fine.
Carno.
Did you do that?
I don't believe in that. No, it's not a primal.
Victor's talking with him. It's fine.
Yeah. He came through the portal, and apparently he's friends with people that came around here too.
His name is Carno. He's a very, very friendly person. He's just short on the quick learner.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But he's not a person, he's a lizard.
From our verse, this is a first for us as well. He's usually in a humanoid state like you or I. We thought when he transformed into his primal state that was a building. That does not seem to be the case.
He's a primal.
That's his normal state.
He is a primal. He is a primal. No, he's a primal.
I believe primal in animalistic sense, I believe.
It's what his race calls their animal form.
We can't let him eat up all the aether in the world.
He doesn't eat.
Yeah.
Come with me.
I thought primals do.
Oh no! Oh no!
He doesn't eat
Here, like energy, people are now saying me as a void sen, so we're cool.
Which is kind of a bad thing.
Apologies if I cracked the stone.
I'm alive. I'm really nice.
I mean, they can talk too, to be honest. Void Saint can
Ah,
talk too,
shit.
sentient.
Oh well.
Listen, I yap a lot. I'd like to see them yap.
I mean, it's probably more like...
Whoa! Sheesh.
Right? And I don't want to hear it anymore.
I mean, yeah.
Aye.
We're better explanations if we talk to the people who came from the portal.
Aye, Victor's already talking with the lad. It's fine.
With an artisan weapon, it's not like something that anyone could just do.
True. We do take a lot of time to practice our skill with it, but it does just end up just hit thing with stick.
Aye.
I mean, I hit things with axe.
Currently, I'm more just hitting things with me fists.
All I gotta say, I hit things with farm tools.
You are the most impractical, actually, of just about all of us, realistically.
Which is frankly impressive, considering the amount of curiosity given with these.
That is facts. You quite literally are just like, what if Void Sen hit harder?
Yeah. Now I'm kind of thinking, what if your mindset?
It's like we have
farming
axe.
tool. What if Void said?
Actually, you want to talk about impractical? I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade towards the machinist, who'll just be sitting here just like, gun, big drill, big flamethrower, the helicopters, robot dude. Yeah. Yeah. You guys just keep pulling shit out. It's fucking crazy. Watching a machinist fight terrifies me. You know what's even scarier? Okay, I don't know if you know this or not. Your entire life, right? You've been the one shooting the weapons as the guy who has to keep the monster entertained. As it all of a sudden a giant buzzsaw comes flying over me. I'm like,
Right.
Machinists sound like my kind of lad.
I'm just like,
The tail's on fire.
I think from remembering they had like a
don't
big
move,
laser or
won't
something like
get
that.
hit. You know, if I don't move, there's some hits I need to dodge, because if I don't, the healer yells at me, and the healer's yelling at me enough as it is.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most
I think
unfortunate
that's why we
parts
have
of this
formation.
job class is the fact of how we're able to, you know, keep our bodies up and heal, you know, relatively well, using our own actual strength itself. And then having a healer yell, he's like, you haven't been healed yet. Oh, I'm kind of already there, actually.
It's like, don't worry, I've already been working on it.
Just a very, very hittable DPS.
That makes sense.
Listen,
I have been
the reason why you guys
interested
your
in
survivability is
Gunbreakers,
based on
from
your
what I've been
flourishing.
told, are just 3 DPS in a trench coat. That's all I've been told.
Interestingly, I have been told back in my homeland that I have been labelled as an off-tank of sorts on account of being able to do this. Get through this. Well, that's getting around it. That's not going through it.
I got through it. I found a way.
That's getting around it, not through
Actually,
it.
think about
Stop,
being a
smart
gunbreaker.
arse.
It's crazy. Most of their survivability just comes off of, and this was a real big thing that we had to learn because we were the ones who taught that shit. It's all through the flourish.
Yeah, I think you
Almost
mentioned that
90% of it.
Christ.
It's insane. It's literally he looked so cool he didn't die.
I mean,
I've heard of too angry to die, now I've heard of too cold to die. Right.
I mean, there is a legendary blade that we have over in Kugane where the Blade's master, when he got into a combat in a very crowded room, he would flourish and spin so much that basically by the time the fight was over, he was wearing nothing but tattered rags. But he was completely unharmed.
Sounds like
There has to be a painting of that. There has to be a painting of that. There has to be.
That sounds like
I
song
refuse to
worthy
believe
material to me.
Now to think about stuff, I think for Dark Knights, they're too edgy to die for Dark Knights. Too,
Don't they
You know
literally
what?
just go,
You
I'm
know
going
what?
to
I'm
kill
gonna be honest
myself
with you.
to prevent death?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Dark Knights are too loyal to die. That's their thing.
It's not paladins. Isn't it paladins? So now I'm gonna guess that's here.
Paladins are
is
too
loyal
faithful to die.
Too faithful to die. Dark Knights are too edgy or too loyal to die. Me being a warrior from the first, we're just too angry to die.
And I suppose
feel like
with
that would
me,
go to,
Yeah.
I feel like that would
You're
go
too
to
stylish to die.
warriors here. Yeah, you're too stylish to die.
not my kind of fashion, but it does look nice on you.
I think I already have a new outfit planned, so.
Fair enough.
The chocobo gets white.
No, I've seen that
I'm
one
not
before.
taking
Other
it.
people have
I
arrived.
own a chocobo myself. At this
Yeah.
I've seen one of them.
Assuming
already.
the-
One of them was not new, remembering. So.
I mean, I don't know who either.
There's a lot of white hairs coming through.
Hi again. How go?
You got a
There
problem
is a
with that,
big
huh,
thing for
Armsy?
Donna
Huh?
after,
You got a problem with
No, it's
white
just an
hairs?
observation.
Now that you're at civilization, bye.
Just an observation.
Like,
man.
I was gonna say, like, you got a problem with people with white hair, huh? You racist towards white
I mean,
hair?
this is beige fur, for God's sake. This is practically as white as the desert sands
Which had
will
a
allow.
weird symbol on it. There's a bunch of fireflies
You know, that
in
is
this
fair.
like, lake area.
That is fair.
Yes, good on you.
It sounds pretty.
I do realize, okay,
It was like a gray rock, and it
if the
had
tourism
water.
still works, then I still have about 6 gallons of reserve
Not
blood
in
to
this
work
like
with.
place, but it was like near this
So I'd probably
lake.
just have too much blood to die in
And there was
that
a big
case.
rock symbol on it and a bunch of fireflies flying around.
It's mainly to ensure that these arms don't get reduced capacity and usefulness just because I got a paper cut or something.
Whatever.
I can give you a few.
That is fair.
That
is fair.
Yeah. Again, I apologize. I had to.
I mean, I'm used to walking around a lot, so.
Pleasure to meet you.
Howdy, lass.
Atlas who held up the world, held up the sky.
I do a lot of walking. I think that's in one of our books. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
I have like.
And Bella, as in like beauty.
Like 24 minutes.
Guess.
Oh, okay, the cold
What
of the
what
place
fancy
just
name
hit
do you
me like a
have?
ton of bricks.
Nabafkar. You can call me Nib.
Are you?
Nibovka.
Is this another new?
It's like Nubby.
I'm Ray.
You know
You're
what?
never gonna let that go now.
Phelan Eldar.
First it was Teddy Bear, now it's this.
Pleasure.
Teddy?
I've literally
I don't
fought
know,
our
can I-
version of gods before.
I am not a big
Hey, same bro.
I'm
What
not
gods you're like?
I've killed
I'm not
false
a vampire.
gods.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm the less I say the better.
The broth guy?
Primal's kinda like a god, right? But there's also like the 12.
Probably similar to me.
I must
Yeah.
Vampire. Don't
I do as well. I haven't fought one of them.
Neither have I.
Oddly pretentious.
Don't believe anything this little shit.
How easy are they to stop?
Anyway,
Don't worry about it. Hey, is it safe? Is it safe to assume that you're
Not easy. No.
Sounds like a fun time.
Sure, fun, like, after you had time to heal and they don't burn out your arms. Most of your body. Well, it depends on the one that you're fighting. Each one is very unique.
over in
There's
Ghana,
different tribes that
so I
follow
will
each
probably be here for the
one.
next few weeks. But I'll leave the recipe for that
essentially.
tea to help with your stomach here at the bar, so people can make it for you.
Sure, it's the word for it.
I'll also make up.
So, like, is there
I'll
just
probably
a
also also
race
make up
of, like,
just a large
furries
batch
here,
of it that you
or-
could just drink over the next
I've
few
been
weeks.
wondering.
A race of furries. Well, there are individuals with fur on them, yes.
I use Firestone for everything. It keeps everything
Like,
nice
the
and
only
bright.
furry I've seen, I've seen like bunny people, cat people in that vehicle.
Ooh, all
Oh,
sides.
jeez.
Like lizard people. Like, you're the first furry I've seen here.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyways, this is my sister.
I've never
God,
heard of
seeing them over the
people
ridge
called
line is
furries before.
spookier than I thought
I'm
it'd
gonna head on
be.
back
Yes,
to
we
then
Are you
we
sure?
can catch up
fur.
with Ghana. I just
Yeah,
want to
You
feel
know, there'd be a
We're
lot of there's a lot of people who are apparently into that.
That's it.
This place, I came
What?
from there.
Wow.
They pay a lot of money for you.
The hell is it you're talking about?
Not a thing I'm used to.
We're talking about furries.
What, fuzzies?
I would guess.
No, just
I'm
furries.
guessing it just means individuals with fur on them.
No.
Like him?
Come on. I gotta see if
No.
this works.
Technically me?
I was
Hey,
about to
actually, quick
say,
question.
like, am I
Can you-
counted as
one
this?
second.
Like,
Can you
is
make
there
this
quite a
work?
disparity?
Maybe. Little.
So that's the lizard thing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We have some Magitech communicators that are pretty similar.
Yeah, I remember seeing a prototype. One of those.
No,
Bigger than that, I think, but pretty similar.
Me a little bit. I can work with it.
I don't think this place technically has like.
I don't know about this.
This place looks like really like fantasy-ish, so I'm wondering if I don't think there's satellites or things that are supposed to cross different like veils and barriers here. So I don't think I can use the internet, which you know sucks. I wonder if I have any pictures of work.
I think the only current,
probably,
most advanced thing we
access
have
the
for
photo
communication
library.
is radio. Oh, besides.
I am not smart
Link
enough to know. I am not smart
Yeah,
enough to
Link
I like
explain
the
to you
earpieces,
what a
you see.
satellite
The only things
Ooh,
we
I
really
would love to
have.
have a look at the
Not
tech
happening.
here. I'm really good with techie stuff.
Talked
Oh.
to Ryder about a couple things, but
That's the second person I've heard so far. Well, in terms of technology, if it's not Magitech that you're wanting to look into, it would have to probably be Garlean stuff, which...
I could do both.
Both, okay. It's a bit more of a work.
They are a big bird.
I suppose I can hit up the Ironworks and see. Is there anything specific that you're wanting to look into?
I mean, it's really the technology level of this world, so I understand like what I can do and can't do here. Because I don't want to like. It's like when you're going to an area with lower technology and you bring in a nuke. So I want to know what roughly I can
Oh,
make
bloody
here that's
hell, lass.
roughly a good level without giving you a higher level of technology than your people
I
already
mean, I
for.
know there's sort of similar rules where we're from as well.
Okay,
Some features.
I'll hit up the Ironworks and see if they can send over a couple of their like collections of like pretty public manuals and stuff like that. That way you can see what kind of stuff we've put together, things of that nature.
Right.
Yeah. Also, love the drip.
well, if you ever wish to like.
I told you it was a nice. I told you it was a nice outfit.
Well, and I say if maybe the Ironworks is a bit too easy for you, there's always the
Although depending on how many, the price
It's not
can vary.
as law right now. It's,
The price all varies.
the
Huh?
Allegan area.
Looking for.
Oh,
I heard about that stuff when I was scouring around by myself because once again, this version of Ren decided fuck me, I guess. Maybe?
Congratulations.
I mean, it sounds like architect technology, which means I could
Eh?
mess with it, depending if I can learn that specific code.
Oh, right,
But
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's just basic patterns when it comes to that
Don't
kind of
worry,
stuff,
he's
that
fine.
shouldn't be the most difficult to do.
Probably.
Victor's already spoken with him, and Victor obviously still has his upper half still attached to his body, so
I think it's maybe playing in the snow. Well, what's it coded by?
Good lord.
It's pretty advanced technology. That's fine if the dinosaur wants to dance in the snow. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Have a good
what
time.
I'm
I'll see you in a few
asking,
weeks.
Like, what's it coded by? Is it like based upon a specific language? Is it like an actual language, a coding language, a secret language? Is it just numbers? Is it just math? Is it just algorithms? Like, what's it based upon? Because dependent's really going to depend how long it's going to take me to learn it.
Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you when it comes to a lot of late
already do
elegant
coding?
Please keep yourself
Do
safe.
I do coding? No.
I would hate
I don't
for you
think.
to not be in this role.
Wait, when you say coding, what exactly do you mean?
Come here. Of course.
What, like software?
Don't you dare come back and be like, can I do a threesome? I'm watching you.
What? I didn't do that. No, they're asking information about tech.
Sure.
I think it's because there's a woman talking to you, lad. I think she's getting jealous.
I don't think she's getting jealous.
Or she's just poking fun, which is probably the likelier story.
Also,
She's supposed... Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I'm being asked by Dan. Yes?
Turns out me and the other engineering lad you sent me to does have a bit of a conflicting schedule when it comes to the idea of visiting Garland together.
Wait. Oh, visiting.
Whatever that ticket was. I think I forgot what ticket you were specifically
No.
talking
Sorry,
about.
I thought I'd misheard you. Well, wait. Did you have a schedule? And what are you guys not? You guys can just figure out a different time.
True. I do realize that, assuming I can actually go back through the portal, which will be fortuitous, I do have stuff planned for the weekends. So unfortunately, I can't stay full.
Sure then.
At the very least, I could hopefully come back and actually do a bit of an engineer knowledge exchange at some point.
I guess I can get you one as well. One of our little.
Look, whatever I can do, whatever
just
I can
coming
do
on
to
through and saying
recompense
you want to
is
do an
fine.
engineering exchange is just kind of confusing, I suppose. But I can see about maybe getting you some manuals, I suppose. So.
Here. This is basically what I mean. So on the back of the paper, there's a relatively very detailed drawing of blueprints for a fusion reactor. On the other paper, they have basically drawn, and by drawn I mean it is very tiny print, but just a couple of different algorithms and codes to basically make it run and maintain itself. Like that.
Oh, I see these. Yeah.
This kind of looks like something that we have, though I guess it would be a form of coding. A lot of elegant text, a lot of stuff that I'm not really a major fan of touching. They were really big about experimentation with less of the moral side of things. So they have a lot of really bad policies behind a lot of the stuff that they've made and done. But mind you,
Repurpose it.
well, we've tried some, but there's also a lot of things that they locked behind all kinds of security with all the nodes and things that they have up there that we still haven't really fully been able to fully crack. That and a lot of people in the Ironworks aren't really fans of touching, well, any of it due to the fact that there was a real big thing with the warring triad around the area, and some people just don't really feel safe up there. There's still some wildlife up there that's even relatively dangerous. Wildlife experiments that have since been released.
There is no reward without risk. I mean, if there is this advanced technological civilization that was around, even if they did bad things, those are still technological advancements that you can utilize. There's obviously going to be danger involved, but first and foremost, it comes to understand how it works, and once you have that information, you can now implement that information to utilize it for better purposes.
I get your idea. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and it's easier to learn from other people's mistakes.
I think it's more just the fact that a lot of people just don't even want to give it a chance, and I don't really blame them. Anytime we started making leaps and bounds, it's not really a laughing matter. Anytime we've made any leaps and bounds in trying to actually learn more about how to actually gain access to it, it normally ends up with us having to watch logs of, well, less than stellar experimentation, and once that becomes publicly known, most Ironworks members don't even want to touch it. Somewhat, but we did learn quite a lot from them, mind you. There were a lot of things. In fact, actually, a lot of the stuff we learned about primals actually is thanks to the Alligans. It helped us learn a lot more about it, and actually started working towards potentially helping to heal people affected by them. But in terms of their actual technology, well, I mean, mind you, it's not like we're way behind them. I mean, they did make a lot of leaps and bounds, but both the Ironworks and the Garleans have made a lot of leaps in terms of our actual technology. Your fusion reactor actually looks similar to something that we have, though a lot of it uses a lot of Aether and Magitech, which it's meant to be a bit more, I guess, environmentally friendly. That could be a nice word for it.
I mean, basically what I'm saying, you have all this technology that's just there, and I understand there's definitely the whole fear of what could it do, the things that they did. Very squeamish, don't want to touch it, could be bad stuff. But nothing is eternal. It's gonna break eventually. It's best to understand it now and prepare for it than be too afraid to even touch it. And when it does break, you don't know what you're doing. I mean, let me ask you this. Has shit already failed?
Couple times.
So obviously stuff is going to continue to fail and break. Because that's what happens, it's time. Never mind, this place obviously has diverse, weather phenomena that's also going to wear and tear. Eventually shit's going to break whether you like it or not. Best to know what's going on and what can be gained from it before it happens and something bad goes down, like, nuclear fission.
Oh, Nelly.
Boom, nuke goes off in the middle of your fucking sky. Congratulations, the planet's now a star.
Would not be great.
How about this? I will reach out to Sid, some of the others, people in the Ironworks. I'll see if maybe they'd be okay with me snagging a note or two. These little, floating terminal-like dudes.
I know,
it's
I
what
noticed.
holds all the information. Okay, cool.
Ball of knowledge.
I'll maybe see if they're okay with snagging one or two. And we don't know what's in them, obviously. If it's already been accessed, it's already been accessed. But if they're locked, then they're locked. I'll see if maybe we can have one or two sent over. Maybe you can try to work some magic, since apparently you know some tech biz.
Yeah, that. I also have this thingy. I'm really good when it comes to languages. And so far, I haven't really noticed a difference. Basically, my brain is able to easily pick up on patterns when it comes to different languages, whether they be verbal, written, body language, all that kind of stuff. So it is very easy for me to pick up different algorithms, patterns, all that kind of stuff. So if I have some examples of what their coding looks like, it should not take me too long to figure out how it works. I'm proficient in a lot of languages.
We do have that. We got a pretty decent deal of that, actually. I'll see what they're okay with me getting a hold of. I've got a little bit of sway, but it's not like I'm like a massive member. I got a little bit of notoriety, but for the most part, I'm just another one of their engineers.
Well, let me put it this way. I'm fully willing for trade. I just basically need to understand what the tech level is here and make sure I don't give you something that is way too further advanced for you all to implement or kill yourselves. So, if I roughly understand what the tech level is, I should be able to provide you with other resources when it comes to blueprints, ideas, stuff that we have in our world. Hell, I noticed that my phone is being a bit fucky-wucky, but if you're able to reverse engineer it, there's a couple of other technological equipment I could bring through for you guys to play around with.
Here, well, like I said, let me reach out to the Ironworks and see what they're okay with me getting my hands on. They're probably not really going to want me to be getting a bunch of technology for you to tear apart, but they could send me a dossier with some blueprints, probably a couple of design examples, just a good number of things to kind of show you what kind of stuff we do have available. I mean, it's not like we're totally underneath the technology. I mean, you guys have had mechs, we have mechs, automaton-based units, things of that nature. We do have those.
Living AIs?
I mean, the nodes, kinda, yeah.
Oh, I mean, not like basic AIs. I mean, like actual living ones.
That I don't believe I've
Sentient
ever
computer type.
I don't know what a computer is.
It's a very...
The fuck is a computer?
That's what they should show you.
Yeah.
Think of it a node
Yes,
that has a connection to multiple other nodes. Like an entire web, and you're able to access it from one place.
A network of sorts.
That sounds insane.
Like a technological spider web.
That's basically what my phone can do if you can get it to work here. It's portable.
Getting the
Fits my hand.
phone to work here is going to be complicated. If there is
As
a
long-
battery in here, it's probably really small, so
Could have sworn.
we'll have to completely
Well, it should
reshape
be.
them.
Basically, how that's supposed to work is it should be able to implement, it should be able to implement the energy of the surrounding area. Sadly, I haven't really come across this one, so it's not really meant for this. But if you're able to supply a very small amount, probably like a basic crystal or what be it, it should be able to slowly adapt. It might take a couple of hours, but eventually it should be able to start utilizing the energy here to power it. When it comes to the actual connection to a network, there's no fucking way. There's no satellites here or anything. And even if it
Well,
can
we're
pass
werewolf,
between
you're
different
right.
barriers and veils and what be it, the only connection would be from up there. So yeah.
Yeah. Probably a mite more complicated an engineering task than potentially just reverse engineering these arms.
These look more steampunkish than anything.
Well, hydraulic. It does produce enough heat for
the
the
color
heat
thing
sinks
that
to
really-
wake up. Well,
It's the color scheme that does it. The color scheme and
well,
like
the metals we got, the metals me and me king got this from. Well, we live in the desert or dunes, so odds are good the sand mainly tainted the metal to be this color.
Fair enough. Looks rustic.
Here,
Well,
let me
certainly not rusty.
let me go ahead and play with it a little bit. I've got
enjoy.
smaller tools and stuff, and I already see where actually there's 2 screws down there, and probably just need to pry open the screen a little bit. So I already got a pretty good idea of what to go ahead and do.
Let me know if there's anything you don't understand.
Of course, in terms of the tech, I don't have anything just sitting around here. It's not a little bit of an info hazard. But I can see if the Ironworks is okay with some publicly distributed blueprints and stuff like that they can toss our way. So that way you can go ahead and get a good idea of where we are technologically. It's kind of
confusing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. A lot of people keep coming over and they'll say that we are basically just fantasy, but I understand what they're talking about. Old storybooks and stuff like that, little fantasy tales, but we have a decent amount. We even have these things. I'm a G warrior.
It's the
these
architecture.
giant, like, technological creatures that we actually are able to pilot. It's actually pretty crazy.
To answer your question, most people assume that by the way you all dress, some of the weapons that you all wield, and also the architecture here.
Well, the outfits are a bit more stylistic. A lot of the places where we actually come from have a bit more of it.
I mean...
Another thing, there's someone I might contact later who would be curious coming here. She is a blacksmith, engineer, textile worker. She does a lot of trade stuff. I'm sure she would be curious about the different forms of metals and alloys here and see if they're different. And so if you guys have schematics when it comes for your kind of weaponry, knowing her, she would probably be able to quickly reproduce it. So if you're ever lacking, I can let her know.
Understood. I can see what can be brought over. Definitely wouldn't be something that would be too difficult. A lot of it would have to be public information, of course, but I mean...
Oh, no. When I mean weapons, I mean, like, sword. She's a blacksmith. Like, when I mean... She does that kind of stuff. So she would be interested probably working with your, like, alloys and what be it.
Some of the weapons and stuff here... Yes, I could definitely see that being done. I will tell you that a lot of the reason why, if you look at a lot of these people's weapons, they look a little bit weird, is normally they get them through a lot of perilous dungeons, large mythical-esque creatures. In fact, actually, and I know mine's not gonna make sense whenever I actually talk about it.
Yeah.
This is a reliquary weapon. It's actually not forged normally. Most of these are forged through the use of memories, feelings, emotions, harnessed within these crystals that are actually then used through a very unique forge technique that actually creates them.
Raw memories forged into crystals? Huh.
Normally garnered through, for instance, mine, where a lot of mine was garnered through war out there in Baja.
I'm gonna act like I know where that is.
It's just an landmass for you guys, technically.
Boo!
It's out in Cougaran. Something like that.
It is out near Othard, which is around Kugane. My god.
You're really good at words.
I've only been to Limsa, Gridania, and then straight up to Corythus. And Ul'dah.
I've been here, and I still could, like, pronounce that shit better. Gold star. Anyway, thanks for the talk. Let me know.
No problem.
I mean, I've been here for for less than a day, so I have the excuse for not knowing where things are in this world.
He's a bit fresher to the
My
world
dad
still.
used to talk a lot.
Hey.
I know names. I know.
It's like I know there are several continents,
All those other places.
several regions within those continents, and a good chunk of technological disparity, we'll say. Judging by the knowledge of, Walker mix, the G Warrior thing, and then I turn around and I see a stone house. It's a bit of a interesting contrast
What's a
in my mind.
unit, by the way? Zilla was saying GGG unit.
So what it is whenever we had first started researching and trying to understand all of the Allegan technology they had there, they had some experiments. Prior alternatives to the Ultima weapon, still on 2 legs. Well, through the use of some of their old research notes, we had found that these creatures actually could be piloted.
Like inside of it?
Ooh.
You don't really call in it. basically there is essentially, with, mind you, minor altercations, the inside of its body is completely artificial. It looks like it's all organic and meaty, but the ultimate weapon is, in essence, a weapon. It is a machine. There's a cockpit in there. So all the Ironworks had to do was just finalize the design, and then G-Warriors were created. People who could actually pilot these things, which, mind you, it's a lot easier for one of these guys to go booster their way across the waters to be able to help somebody. See, nothing happened.
I'll boost something.
Yeah.
I would not mind right about now. I am beyond stressed.
Oh, Lord.
You okay? What's stressful? Besides the primary.
There has just been a fuck ton of new people who have been coming on through, and I have a lot of work that hasn't been getting done. Not saying I have a lot of work to get done, but a lot of work that's going to need to be getting done, because now what was just supposed to be a very simple and easy research mission, just, hey, go up there, find out why it's empty, find out the dude left, whatever, is now we have some bandits that might be up there.
Okay.
You need me to kill them? Easy.
Well, they're gone.
I'm itching for a fight.
I can summon Zeus now.
The people who were up there have since vanished. The place went dormant 2 months ago. Whenever they went ahead up there, the only thing they were able to find outside of just rotten food and a journal that cuts off immediately is an armband for pirates out here, like Limson pirates.
Quite a ways out from their usual waters.
Way out. Limzo's nowhere near here.
Presumably even past
all
Old
the way
Arden.
south. No, it's south, and then if you're looking at a flat planet, the planet's flat. Left.
It's not.
You take a left, south,
It's
left.
not flat. It's not flat. We're not having that. It's not flat. You know it's not flat.
What? I think it was the hypothetical looking at like a piece of paper on a map, presumably.
No. I know him. It's not flat.
I'm gonna summon the
you're
primal
for
flatland.
God's sake.
Prove you
That's
wrong.
not a thing. That's not a thing.
Listen, all the worlds I've traveled to, I don't think
doesn't
there
mean
is a
anything.
single one that's flat.
Yeah, it does.
Even the ones that have barely anything in it.
What's it rolling through space? There's no primal round. There's only primal flat.
It's
I don't know what you're
round.
talking about. It's round.
I've been to the moon. I know what the world looks like.
Ooh, you have you?
The moon's also flat.
Oh wow!
Don't-
if
don't-
I
don't go
tell
in.
you what our moon is, you're not gonna be ready for that.
I mean,
No, it's not cheese, dumbass. It's a spaceship.
If
What?
it's not cheese, then why can you fish up there?
Yeah, the moon's
How is our
artificial.
moon a spaceship?
It's a spaceship.
huh.
For people.
Where do you think the
Lots of
Loporits come from?
Okay, the planet is
Lop.
the planet
Hmm?
is a spaceship. I understand now.
Yes, that's where the Loporits come from.
Our star.
And what, pray tell, are the
Our star is a
Loporits?
vessel.
Rabbits?
You,
Rabbits.
honest to God, you.
What?
They're small bunny people.
You call me a fucking moon rabbit now, are you?
They'd be
Oh,
the
that
best
does sound
example,
racist.
yes.
Oh, for the fuck's sake.
Fucking moon rabbits. That sounds so wrong to say. I don't want to.
That is literally what they are. That is literally, they are moon rabbits. It's not like a racist term. They are literally moon rabbits.
I'm telling Aster.
You
They're gonna be
could,
so
and she would
offended.
agree that they're
I'm
moon
telling you,
rabbits.
just kill me.
Do they just stay up there? Have they come down here for any reason?
They stayed up there as a emergency for when our star was going to die. They were then supposed to prepare for all of basically the people here upon this star. A escape, basically, for us to find a new star.
So the moon's artificial, and it's more or less an emergency escape plan for apocalypse scenarios.
Basically.
There's got to be easier ways than just turning your entire, natural satellite into a spaceship.
We never had one.
You never had a proper moon?
No. We thought we did. No.
That's got to be a little harrowing of a realization.
Yes. Yes, it was. I was told the first day I joined the Ironworks.
Here's your engineering manual, here's your beginner's wrench. By the way, the moon is fake.
Mind you, most of the people actually know, because there was a very major event where the world had almost very much violently ended.
Ooh.
And we
almost
were being
class
prepared to leave. Yeah, it was not a good time.
Sheesh. Well, evidently you pulled through, judging from the fact that the ground is still the ground.
Yes, the world did not end.
And, not caked in blood and such.
I am 99% sure the world did not end.
1%.
Yeah, it's 1%.
1%. I win.
Yeah. Why do you win? The world ends, we both lose.
Yeah, fair point, actually. Fair point.
Anzi, we're about to head up.
Oh, are we?
As a group, there's a few of us that need to head there. You want to come with?
Sure, why not? Fine. At least offer you a measure apiece, thankfully.
Take care.
Hey. Alrighty, fine.
It's the closest.
Maybe we just need to get the last person.
Alright.
We got another one.
Follow me.
I might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
My car only fits 4, dude. It's really gonna be you, me,
Wait, we're taking a car?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a magic
Yeah, we're taking a flying car.
Oh, I thought we were just. Okay.
Wait, what about flying
The car is really cool, by the way. I have to admit, my
Hopefully
memory
it
is
can support
really
the
cool.
world.
Worth it.
So
Yes.
we have
You
a
have it?
car.
Yeah.
I measured a car that flies.
Hey, you
Here.
can just take it.
I think there's another one who'd probably take you.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of know. It's like
Well,
Sarah.
consider the fact I've learned about the moon being a star, being a spaceship.
Okay, go on. Talk to one of them. They'll see if they can bring you.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. I'm assuming I'm coming with.
To do I go?
I'm assuming I'm coming with to follow them.
Yeah, go for it.
Definitely gonna wanna help
you'll
them
meet
get
them.
there because remember they
yeah.
haven't attuned.
You're gonna have to use Chocobo.
I mean,
Sin is taking them.
I have other stuff.
Oh, right, yeah, I should
Sin's
probably
driving them
follow
in the
them,
car.
shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Sin's taking his car. Yeah.
I should probably follow them, shouldn't I?
There could be a two-rider.
I mean, if we, I'm
reasons.
sure we could. I'm sure we can make it fit.
As long as I don't lose sight of you, I imagine I could
guess
more or less
I'll
just use my own
have
arms.
Use my car then, since my wolf is only carries one person. So.
And I wouldn't want to endanger the back of the poor thing.
What?
I'm sure
Maxine? One you're referring towards? Or.
I mean, I imagine a car would be able to support me weight better than your first proposition.
You should. I mean, I'm sure the thing can hold. It's a big boy.
Yeah, I was saying I was probably gonna use my car instead of my Shadow Wolf I had quite over from the first. So. So.
Oh, how's that dance going here?
This is my life now, and I have no idea what's going on.
You got
Well.
it. You got this.
Okay.
Thank you as well for bringing me here. I owe you a
Uh,
lot.
No problem.
Nail
Hope you
everyone
enjoy.
here for more information.
As long as I don't end up late to any
remembering,
appointments.
Come here, grab you. We're going to Ishgard. Come on.
Should be that direction.
We're not going
'cause
yet.
Godania's that way.
They're going now.
They're going.
Go
on,
We're not
lad.
going yet.
If
We'll
my
be there
dress
later.
is cool.
Wait, Sarai also went.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're leaving.
Yeah, if my direction is correct, it should be this direction. Cool, duh.
Alright. I suppose we'll follow them and circle back. See about attuning to the nearest Aephorite to this place for ease of use.
Yeah.
Did you park it so far?
Oh, I didn't park it so far. I can just call it.
Oh, you're just looking for a nice open space for it?
Yeah, and that like we can just respawn.
Well, alright.
Is it? No, that's not gonna.
Besides actual
I didn't even drag Maxine into all of this, and Ryder just goes, Maxine, you're part of this now, and Maxine's going, okay. Can I have to still make me be on the metaverse side, please? I have enough to deal with. I have to deal with things on this end.
This Ren from Atheris is gonna help out on the other side.
So it's super funny. So I know how to update Castell's thing with Bloodbath Stardiver and also give her an echo toggle. Yeah, I can't confirm that she has the echo. She doesn't know how to figure out how she's going to use it.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm gonna need couple people on that one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and great. I want to help Maxine over here before I leave.
And meanwhile, Maxine's having her angel trigger stuff happening, and then immediately going, "You're becoming a Reaper." Okay.
Yeah, on this side.
So I guess in character the series of events.
Because we were talking about how Maxine was from a Dark Knight, and it's like, it'd make a lot of sense if she was Maxine can't confront her fear. She goes, it doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. So like, alright, you'd become a Reaper. Reaper makes more sense for you, because it's still that dark side of you in the void. And she goes, okay. I want to make it the most logical sense of her becoming a Reaper. And I started going, wait, she has a literal Reaper contract, technically. She's also dating a Shinigami, who's also that. Which means, the really funny bit, I actually said, I asked him, would Maxine be able to use the Reaper kit outside of Members? Yes, she would.
What was that for?
I get to be a Viper.
The only bad thing about it is the polygons.
Huh?
Let's just say Bella's 2 weeks in Kugane aren't Bella's 2 weeks in Kugane.
Okay.
Oh no. So I guess the logic is in character Armsy attunes to the Ishgard Aephorite, presumably loops to Ulda, gets the monk jobs done.
Yeah.
Is able to come back to the observatorium so he can actually go back home. Easier for later visits. Oh yeah, probably attunes to Ulda Aephorite as well. Free, just to make it easier.
Or anything like that. Let me
I could briefly pop in for the last 30 minutes of scheming
around is both Maxine and Castell. And Castell goes, you mean we, Ryder? We? I was there? Alright, sorry, Castell. Meanwhile, Maxine going, right, Maxine's part of Maxine, and he goes, Maxine, you're part of this, come over here. And Max goes, I just wanted to chill out with the fuck.
Yeah, cause this friend would have pretty much picked up Maxine in his car he had already owned to help her get across Eorzea to get her job done.
Yeah, because Maxine went to Heaven's Reach for a moment, then she would have came back because she was supposed to use grabbing certain things and she could be in a different outfit, but not to choose a Reaper outfit for her. Yippee! More kits to make characters. I already have like 2. I have to work on Maxine and casting his spells. God dang it.
I could briefly pop in for the last 30 minutes of Schemingway, just so he's coming back from the
2K for
shroud or
Maxine,
something.
and then I'm sitting there going,
Oh yeah,
making her void sense gonna be fucking
You all play the game, so it makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll just like pop in for the last like 30 minutes or so of Schemingway, so he's coming back from the black shroud or something. It'll work.
Yeah, let Schemingway do his thing, absolutely.
Let him come back and just be like, what happened? Well, who are you people?
Who are you people?
What the hell?
That's one of our residents. It's one of our resident Lockwood's Schemingway here.
The
Lovely lad.
The critter. I love
Alright. Yeah, this is... No. It's the other spawn that's screwed up in the east and west. Okay. And we're finally back. Ready to... At this point is the place where I call home at this point. Oh well. What are you doing in here all alone, Ryder? What, something happened while I was out in the Black Shroud?
It's the Moon Goober!
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Black Shroud has a lot more tall trees than I thought it would. And a lot more angry trees, if the locals are to be believed. Something about elementals or just treants or whatever the heck.
Treants. Never heard of it.
I don't know. I just keep hearing words. What's up? You look like you took an emotional punch to the gut.
You know what, Schemingway?
What?
You win.
What do I win?
I've got nothing on you. You win.
You're still on this? Are you Rider Warrior of Light, or are you Cookingway? He's the only other person I can think of that's looking to seek out dirt on me this much.
I'm sorry about that.
Like, what happened? I'll be blunt, it is actually slightly scary to hear you this quiet.
I'm sad, okay?
What for? I'm no talking way, but I can at least try and help.
Because
Even if
all
I'm
I
not
seem
one.
to do lately is lose. A lot.
Oh.
Don't win anything.
It's fine. I'm willing to help you, just not as your personal punching bag.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Look, if you're sorry, that's fine. Alright? Because that's more than what the Loporits gave me. People here, and by extension you, are giving me a place to stay, a lake pearl, and basically the ability to exist in the same group as you guys. So far, that's free for free over the Loporrits.
Yeah.
Frankly, if that Exodus plan did go through, I wouldn't have been. I guess, in hindsight, I wouldn't be too surprised if they were to kick me out on the first star they rode past. Victor? You instinctively turn around like there's the other Victor.
I thought the other one was. Yeah.
Decent instinct when two of you, when there are two with the same name.
I'll say, Ryder, it is from the week that I've met you and known you. We're not the same man I met before. What? If you don't mind me prodding. You said you never win anything, but...
Well... You won against Oblivion? Like entropy itself. If that's not a victory, what truly is?
Yeah, that's all well and good, but that's long past.
That is true. Star continues living, one way or another at least, thanks in no small part to your actions, but I imagine you're having the desire to move on to greener pastures. Or warmer climates.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know that you're not of this world.
No, I am not.
And you likely have have an original home you wish to go back to, rather than this one, even for as much time you spent here.
I just... I don't know what I'm doing.
It's okay to not know what you're doing. That's what how life works, Ryder. Trial and error and everything.
Luma.
You seem a bit down in the dumps. Did something occur?
Yeah, I only just came back from the Shroud.
I just spoke with Sarai. The news was not good.
What happened?
Schemingway. Victor, may I ask that you two please leave?
Give me some room. I got you.
Okay, sure. Alright. Strange.
At least I
He's
don't
gonna
want
go.
to see this one, like, specifically
Okay.
this
I'm
body,
gonna be
but
heading
like
out.
you.
I'm gonna be heading out with the other two, so
Reaper.
good to see you again.
I come back right as everyone's getting ready to
sisters,
leave.
hello.
Such as it is.
I will. Like I said, I would definitely love to take you and Atlas to my private home.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying the night.
But yeah, no,
But anyways,
I can
you,
at least
take it
show
easy,
you
okay?
where the Lancers Guild is.
How are you with petting?
I'm probably gonna head to Ishgard later.
At the very least, you're willing to actually ask for consent. I would politely ask that you do not.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fair point. I will refrain.
Thank you.
If you need a hand gathering the
Schemingway.
lever, you know, I don't mind.
Schemingway. Schemingway. Oh, that's a fucking name. Bit of a schemer.
More a thinker.
I'm gonna head out shortly too. Anyway, I gotta head to Ishgard.
Then why not thinking way?
Alrighty,
That used to be my name.
I'll catch you later.
Long
So
story,
something
and it'll
happened.
make you hate the moon.
If you ever wish to like do business of imports as well, feel free to talk to me.
Interesting.
Or
Of course. I'm
Aside from the
probably sure my brother
original
and sister would
Starship
want to
thing.
get business.
Just gonna love that.
Especially how
I don't know I don't know what's gotten Ryder down in the dumps like that, but
affordable for everybody.
Oh, I don't fucking know either.
I only just, I at least have the excuse. I only just came back from the shroud.
Schemingway.
I mean, I just met the fucker, so.
Oh, are you picking up where Ryder left off?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hi.
No. How you doing? How you doing, my friend?
And I'm hoping
How you
he
doing?
won't find it too much of an issue.
Yeah.
I want to grab another drink.
Trees of the Shroud are a lot
Ryder
taller than
has
I
a problem, well, he
anticipated.
can kiss my ass, I guess.
If you ever see my older sister, can you please let her know I'm looking for her to let her know that business is done.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, what does she look like? What's her name?
Allison.
What's she wearing?
Just tell her. Well, you could just tell her I'm looking for her brothers for looking for her, but
Just
she's
tell
like
the
like me,
description.
Ellison, tall, has a bow and everything.
I kind of like this.
She's,
Okay,
she's
that should be
basically a
fine now.
bard. Is that what you're calling?
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
basically a
away.
bard.
Oh no.
Got it. I'll keep an eye out, I guess. I mean, I'm just getting a drink and coming back. I mean, doesn't sound like this Ryder guy's gonna want to conversate, so I doubt I'll be in the tavern for long.
I was gonna say,
Meet them over at the gate, and then once they are ready,
Ryder's
then we'll head
currently
out.
privately talking with
Back in the
Luluna.
outworlds.
Yeah,
My specialty
knowing
with
him,
I don't know about
he
what.
his whole thing
Let's head on over.
was
He's probably just
See you
dealing.
guys later.
Alright.
Have a good
People that
Bye,
night.
were
Crystal.
really problematic
See you,
with
Crystal.
magic.
See you, Victor.
See ya.
And I would just kind of suck it out of him, and then
Yeah,
they'd
I
be
don't
a
know what's
lot
going on with
eager and
Ryder
easier to fight.
lately either. He's been
But,
kind of down in the dumps,
not
from my understanding.
Yeah.
It's
He
not
even said that I win,
Stabbed.
which
When people
is
get stabbed, they
frankly
kind of
scary.
Very easy to
It's
fight.
scary hearing him this
Not
quiet.
out there, my
Wait.
friend. It's almost like that
Yeah,
more some
see, I
people
don't
get the
understand
stronger they
him
are.
sometimes either,
I mean,
but
like a
I guess
warrior.
that's
Again,
just how he is at times.
It's probably my name, my looks. As I've already stated, he's probably understood that small
I
people
still
equals
don't.
evil.
I still don't get why every time he sees you or looks at you, he's always like so defensive, or he's like, "I'm watching you." Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
He
why.
basically said all sullen and quiet that he doesn't really have anything on me. And I win,
Yeah, no, that
which
hurts.
is strange, to say the least.
Get handed
Even
lightning
as much as he is
I was gonna
against
say,
me,
like, did
he
you do
finds-
something?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't stop it from her. I'm pretty sure if a black mage cast fire,
I wouldn't even be surprised if it's just because I went to the
Well-
Black Shroud for the better half of the
Although I
week.
can still blow myself. I mean, that's just what's coursing around in my veins. A little more volatile.
Mainly
admittedly,
to
but
at least see what was going on. You know, trees are a lot taller, and the locals claim the trees are much more aggressive than I anticipated.
I see. Well, perhaps again, maybe he's just dealing with a lot because knowing Ryder, he
No,
seems like.
it's not gonna work.
No.
Are you good?
Yeah.
He's good.
I'm trying to cast spells and it's just not working.
Oh, right.
I don't really cast spells, sadly. I don't do that.
You were saying?
I promise you, when I
but,
figure this out, I've got some pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
I think
light
knowing
shows to set
knowing
off.
a little bit of Ryder, he
Yeah, you
is
do.
keeps to himself sometimes.
Yeah.
He's very mysterious at times, and even I don't get what he is really feeling. But
I asked if he was like yearning for the idea of going home, and he disagreed.
Well, to
I
be
mean, it's not
honest,
so
I
much
mean,
yearning now that he can actually go home.
Fair point.
I mean, yeah, because of the portal up there. But yeah, I don't know either. So it could be maybe he's just dealing with a lot because I don't know what he had to face, but I do remember something about mentioning this person named Athena.
I don't remember hearing about the Athena
the
thing.
reason we have that.
Yeah, that's the main thing I know of, and the reason why Victor was basically in a coma for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because he got thrown off the tower, and I'm still surprised the man survived.
Frankly, again, I am surprised too.
Big fall.
That's a big fall, and
He's
according
not
to
like
him,
a
his
dragoon
chest
or
was
anything,
caved
he's just
in.
a guy.
Oh.
You know, I had a really big fall one time. One of my friends got abducted by Nightmare. It was Zero. And I was poking around in the ley line.
Well, I guess I could talk to Nem a little bit.
But I was poking around trying to...
Packing up for the day?
Yes, sir.
Fair enough. Yeah. Oh.
How can I help you?
What? Well, anything happened while I was out at the Shroud?
Some investigating and some oddballs came on through the portal, but outside of that, not really.
Alright. What was the investigating about?
Lumber mill that's up the way that's not really supposed to be abandoned. That was possible bandits, but we got some people looking into it.
Where that third stabilizer was. I doubt I'd have been of much help in that regard.
That's alright, like I said, we got other people who are onto it.
Fair enough. Well, who came through the portal in my absence?
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur, Bunny with robot arms, a couple of other people who kind of look similar to people here. Point of the matter being that if you want, there are other people here who can tell you more.
Fair enough.
You want to carry me through town like this?
Well, yeah, you want to be this way? You be this way.
Damn.
I'll leave you to it then. Robot arm bunny, huh?
Yeah.
Certainly no lopper, I don't.
Not a lopper.
Yeah.
Not a lopper.
What, did he react with hostility about that, or?
Not
He
really.
took to kill us all.
He just wasn't a lopper. Okay, so put us back on.
So it's not Warringway. Got it.
Fine. Hold on. You're jumping
Why
too
do you
fast.
all? Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, are you carrying? Where are you going?
Yes, for now I gotta stick around with people I can rely on, so that's why I come here all the time.
I mean, here I'm at least
nice
promised a
conversations.
permanent bed. I've at least gotten the gist of what was happening.
Okay.
I wasn't aware a dinosaur came through the portal.
Taking their clothes off is
Yeah,
normal
that's
for them.
Carno. He's awesome. They
wait,
just
what?
do that.
Carno.
See, Knix was like, I get in trouble when I do that. That's the third person I know, including myself,
Do I even
that
need to
has a habit of
Oh look, there's my big sister.
doing that.
Yeah. I went to the Shroud. I could say that. I
Eliza.
couldn't actually find tailorings.
You're doing your last round of delivering?
Pretty much. You know I can't have Luluma up my ass about this.
Well,
Yeah, no,
go
that's
ahead
fair.
and then
That's
I already
fair.
gave
See, they get
Luluma
it.
the list. Luluma the list.
There are
of,
several
some,
hells.
traits and everything
One
of
where women are
unsuited to
one
expensive wine.
one of a woman
And because
scorned,
of
of a
our,
mother scorned, and of Luluma scorned.
Our family's working on some.
There are 7 hells, and then there is Laluma.
So it still works.
Oh, I know.
See, at least from a distance, we can make sure that we don't incur her wrath in that case.
Anyway, so you go take your airbed, and I'll talk to you about a couple of things before.
I couldn't find anyone willing to tailor brighter loperic clothes for me.
From here and
Not the shroud, anyway, which is weird.
I mean, if you want like a tailor, you need Uldar. That's where the Timbers Guild is.
Yeah, and I will boil alive in this outfit if I go to Uldar.
Right.
It's a desert.
It's a this.
And I'm wearing full black, basically.
I mean, if you just get like write down your measurements, I can just hop over there and
No.
get it sorted.
Hit me in the eye.
You okay? You good? Sorry, as I'm trying to take care of something in my head. It's really driving me nuts.
Fair
I
enough.
just left that shit by the entrance. There's like a serious conversation going on in there.
Oh, and
yeah, ride. It's something which has to do with Ryder.
A lot of voices all at once.
Yeah.
I'll just multi.
Sorry. Yeah, Ryder and Luluma are having a private conversation.
Chaos.
Like, Ryder specifically asked me and Gray Victor, I'll call him, just to step out for it.
Gray Victor.
Anyways, we shall have indeed that private conversation before you meet up with Celeste.
Yeah, Ryder and Luluma are having a.
Lead the way, then. It was nice to meet the rest of you, though.
Heart to heart of sorts.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, they're having a one of Ryder's very infrequent serious talks.
Is he having a conniption or is it just depression?
No, he's having like an actual serious heart to heart with Luluma.
Oh. Again, it felt out of character for him to just be kind of somber and more actually respectful towards me.
Yeah, he has his moments. Normally he's goof and all that, but the goof can only hide so much.
With me specifically, presumably he thinks I'm going to prove that I am evil in some capacity.
The man saved all of existence twice.
Something your species might have done.
It's mainly my name. It's mainly my name and my look. Really,
it's the name.
It's Schemingway.
This is why we still should probably change our name to like Saving Way or Healing Way or just Journey Way.
Wait, what was your name?
Adventuring Way. Scheming Way is what I'm brandished with.
Scheming Way. Man, I wouldn't really have batted an eye at that.
I mean, there's no one.
Just because someone calls me a bitch doesn't mean I am one,
Who exactly is going to stop you from just being Thinking Way again?
I don't know, frankly. Like, I think about taking the name Thinking Way, and then, I don't really know how to describe it, actually.
They should call me Sleeping Way with all my naps.
Oh, don't talk about.
No, I'm pretty sure there's already a Sleeping Way.
There is already a Sleeping Way. He was going to be the pilot for the fucking Exodus.
That doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
No, why would you let a guy go Sleeping Way be a pilot of a spaceship?
He was probably the top pilot we had. Aside from just...
How did you not have, Flying Way or Pilot Way or someone who had a clean better name than Sleeping Way?
Well, okay, with a proper starship, like what would happen with what became the Ragnarok, Sleeping Way was the best pilot for that. When it came to the Exodus, there wasn't really an idea for a pilot for the starship. More or less just set off the engines and hope for the best.
Push the go button, hope it works.
Push the go button, slingshot ourselves out of a Ferris's orbit, and search for another star.
As you do.
Search for another star unravaged by the final days.
Still out there where I could just boop back over to home, I would be inclined to help you. That doesn't really sound like a good idea, no offense.
I'm still confused as to why they would. Why was he not called like Pilot Way or Flying Way or something more accurate than.
I don't know.
Sleeping Way.
I don't know. He is good at piloting, he just usually naps for basically any time he's not actively ordered to do something.
See, that makes sense. If you said that there was someone called Sleeping Way and didn't follow it up with that he was a pilot, I would imagine, oh, he probably like runs a tavern, or he's great at hotels, or he's, something like that.
Such as it is. But I guess to go back to the original point, I think when I think the phrase "I want to be called Thinking Way," a sharp pain hits me, like the side of my head. I don't understand. I don't know if that's what Living Way did while I was still asleep, or I just don't know.
I mean, Adventure Way doesn't sound too bad, honestly.
That's really why no sharp pains hit me when I was talking about Healing Way and Fixing Way.
I would definitely go with Fixing Way, considering you basically fucking put together all of the pylons by yourself.
Well, not purely by myself. Obviously, I had help of being protected. I would have definitely been cut down by the undead hordes if I were to go it alone. I'm not Warring Way by any means.
I mean, yeah, obviously you had help protecting you, but you were the one that was...
Okay, fair point.
How does your naming scheme work? Are you, like, named at birth, or is it, like, a title in your own named way?
It was like a kind of a...
Do you just not have a name until you find something you're good at?
Well, okay, before the collaborators, we had, you wouldn't be able to pronounce us, frankly. It was the same kind of nonsense that the, shades or such would be able to speak. Complete gobbledygook verbally, but mentally you hear it completely fine. But, after we got encyclopedias, manuals, all that, glossaries, dictionaries, all that kind of stuff from collaborators at Charlian, we basically were like, hey, this kind of relates to a lot of what we do. So we just took the idea, Thinking Way, Building Way, Living Way, etc., for what our passions are or what we're best at.
See, that brings the question why they are good at living. That's why they call it Living Way.
She's not exactly called Leading Way. I know that much. I think it was more just on the factor of helping everybody move in and live type of thing. Talking Way was originally meant to be a person to help console people, keep them understood, sane, hale, and well-adjusted during the Exodus.
Oh, like a counselor.
Yeah.
He's a therapist.
I think he was Counseling Way. He was Counseling Way, I remember. Then he became Talking Way for some reason.
Because he probably is a yapper.
In that case, rename me. I'm the most talkative lawbird on a Ferris, presumably right now, anyway.
Honestly, I still say Adventure Way or Fixing Way is better than Yapping Way.
Wandering Way, perhaps.
Wander Way.
Oh, it's about
Saving
midnight,
Way gives expectations.
My time frame. I think I'm gonna go lay down.
We should probably head off to Gridan. Yeah.
I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
In a sack.
Yeah.
I'll sack out and then I'll give you Poke. I don't have a way to communicate with you.
Right,
you know your way around. We'll settle that when I'm actually awake.
I have a link
you
pearl
just
myself.
Have this here? I had to fucking work for mine outside. Before I
I've got a
got
couple of them.
my ear cut off.
Oh God.
Thank you. I guess I accidentally pissed somebody off and didn't know it, and they put a bounty on my head out in the other world, and my hunter took their sweet, sweet time with me.
Oh gods.
I fought for about 2 weeks and lost, and then I went through this whole nightmare of getting brought back.
Ooh.
I was happy being gone. That's a story for another time, though. I'm seriously tired.
Sure, I'll
You take care.
I'll head to sleep and try not to have nightmares about it.
Schemingway.
Oh, don't worry.
So what
that probably
exactly?
won't happen here. What is your
She
name?
was
I don't want to call you
stumbling on your
Schemingway.
name. I said
That's like
scheming.
mean.
Adventure way.
It's more
Adventure way.
it's more stuff of Ingway's. Mainly.
Adventuring way. No, wait, that's a bit of a mouthful.
That is a bit of a mouthful.
Wandering way is fine.
Wandering way. Fixing. I'm gonna go with fixing way.
So far, fixing is what I'm best at. Currently, in this area
Hey,
anyway.
maybe you can, pick up with Nev,
I'll dedicate
help him
it to
out in
my-
the ironworks.
I mean, hey, I was able to use those repair kits just fine.
Exactly.
All sorts of wire tape, percussive maintenance-based
I've heard
hammers.
stories that the ironworks have hired like a chocobo, so...
What? Fair enough, I guess. Well, yeah, I need to sleep. It's been a long walk. And a lot of strange things besides. I don't know who this other rabbit is. Lagomorph. No, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, rabbit, bunny, whatever. It's not Vieira. And it's not Vieira, and it's not Loperet.